Hello everyone and welcome to part 6 of A Plague Tale Innocence. Now recently on this channel I have been playing some Bannerlord, but I am sort of an order eater when it comes to video games. Once you get used to the control system, you really kind of gotta play through all the way to the end, otherwise you will forget how the game actually works. And I definitely don't want to spend too much time away from this one because I do really enjoy the game and I kind of want to see how it ends. Now, when last week left off, Hugo had been kidnapped by a bunch of raiding guys, and now we are going to rescue him. And as someone else pointed out previously, don't have anything in our inventory anymore. As someone else pointed out previously, this is in fact not a mangonel. Well, technically it is a mangonel. Well, it's a sorry, I just mixed up my own thing right there. This is a trebuchet. But the differences on that kind of stuff come down to semantics. Basically, what we would consider something like a ballista is what the Greeks called a catapult. It means literally to puncture the pelt of something. And, you know, mangonels is what we would consider a catapult for the most time. You know, it's a torsion arm that then strikes something and throws. And this would, in fact, be a very, very large trebuchet. Moment, we need to sneak around and see about getting our equipment back.
The guards. Oh, they will make him move. What? How?
Okay.
A distraction.
We tend to do that.
He's waiting for us to tell him where and what, so keep your eyes open.
Okay. Look for distraction and press up.
The guard.
Take care of that for me, Arthur.
Get ready. For what? To follow me. So he's your brother. Come on.
Useful kid. And we scurry away. Very quickly.
How many deaths were on our side?
It's hard to say. Thousands for sure. But the rats make counting difficult.
Hugo is alone with those butchers. They won't hurt him. You
Lovely
don't
shadow
understand.
past you right there.
If he's afraid, you have to be patient.
Some scraps from my collection because you've been upgrading stuff. We are in an English military camp. See a lot. Oh, that was a shadow. Oh, that was really clever, actually. The way of keeping you on your touch from the game, keeping your toes in the game there. English military marching camps. You get a lot of wash basins. Got a lot of stuff hanging out here.
Braziers made of metal. No, we'd be blocked.
Oh.
The barrel with the spears. Well done. Get ready to go.
Alright, we gotta read something. Otherwise, it won't let me do it.
Good job, Apple. Let's go. Watch out for the bottles.
That is a very true statement. Alcoholism was very prominent during this era, I would suspect. Everybody was drinking either weak beer, or strong beer, or basically something that had been boiled in some capacity because you couldn't drink the water due to dysentery and things like that. And even wine was rather common. The English during this period, especially the ones raiding in France, were actually called the Goddams because apparently they said that a whole lot. That's how the French defined them. That's what they kept saying with them around.
Stay down. All right.
It does appear that man was left for target practice.
What's that? Huh? Something's going on over there.
Yep, but you're not going to investigate. Why? So I'm not really there. Mistaken. Eh?
Bugger all.
The three people sitting out there watching tonight, feel free to ask a question. Just hanging out. Got the chat open in the side window there. I do still find it interesting that the shields aren't quartered with French heraldry. Some nice arrow shafts stuck into our targets here. Sized. The feared English archer with their yew longbows right there. Bane of every Frenchman's existence during this period. Also, where you get the middle finger from. that we still use today. In Great Britain, it's 2. I know, right? Looks just like Katniss. I definitely think this game had was thinking about Hunger Games when they made it, to say the least. Apparently we're in a marble pit now. Marble quarry of some kind. That is definitely a job I have never, ever envied anyone in history. Working in a just constant tapping and knocking away with this stuff. Best thing I can guess is right when the Black Death starts to appear, which would be, I think, 1354. So it's smack dab in the middle of the 100 Years' War there.
It was bound to happen.
But it is definite medieval and historical setting. Seems to be also, I'd to guess, probably say the south of France somewhere based on the scenery.
Let's see.
And very pretty place. Okay, we can't open this yet.
What are you doing? This is not the time. I'm making your rescue profitable. That's what I'm doing. About this chest, I saw powder.
It's a fancy bed for a random guy. You'll notice the mattress is actually made of ropes, and this is actually true even in the United States through at least the Civil War, where it's like a rope box spring, and on top of that would be a stuffed padded straw mattress or something of that sort. They were terribly Ellie can pick items marked with a lock. Okay, yeah, help me out.
Please.
That's why things like bed bugs and all were such an issue during the period. It'd literally be a straw mattress, and there'd just be rats, insects, whatever you imagine living inside of it. So they would replace the bedding pretty much every spring. Didn't, you're gonna have a lot of itchies. Come on. Appreciate the fact you're like a super sneak thief.
Ellie, not that way. There are loads of them.
This chick clearly does not care. She's these knees. Man, we are just sneaking past all these drunk guys. They don't talk about PTSD, but there's a lot of evidence that especially soldiers during this era started to exhibit those symptoms. Where basically if you were forced for these never-ending campaigns committing what would now largely be considered war crimes, they did start to take their toll.
You're crazy. What? We got through.
Hey man, it's classic game logic. My knees are bent, whispering, therefore I must be stealthy. Everybody knows that's how it works. Hey, what are we doing? This looks to be a wood shop. We have some barrels being made. That's not to the rest of it. So, building a siege tower. We're building siege towers, that's what we're doing.
Quickly.
Man, there's a lot of wood shavings. Probably a correct amount of shavings at that.
We're gonna keep her with us, right, guys?
No, please don't.
Just be thankful you're still alive. Not everyone makes it around here.
Think of the strength of those thighs and butt. Yeah. Yeah.
The girl!
You're crouching as you move that whole time. You're definitely
What do you
filling
mean,
up
the
for it.
girl? Come on, spit it out.
The girl's escaped! Her cage is open. Everyone's looking for her.
Shit! Spread out! Watch the doors and stay on your toes. A cage doesn't just open like that. Might be the Valor's doing.
Now's the time.
Jeez. Oh, so I should be. What is it? Oh, had taken her quit offer. I'm gonna use for slinger inventory. Okay, so I just run up, I guess.
The tents. Search those tents.
He's got to
Hugo,
press A.
I'm here.
Amicia!
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
No, get me out, please.
We have to get that cage down. It's alright, Hugo. Listen, my sling. Did they have it when they locked you up?
Yes, they put it in the trunk there.
Right.
That trunk right there. Gotcha. Alright. Handy dandy lady that lockpicks thing. Do your lockpicking me, would you please? Because I don't think you're going to be good for much else. But you can lockpick things. Yeah.
Shit, I don't believe it. We're fucked.
Finally. Now, Hugo, I need to get the cage down.
It's a freaking rocket this girl has on her arm. I never even cease to
Melly,
be amazed.
The
Oh, hey, speaking of ballistas and catapults, you'll notice that's the ballista right there we're talking about, where it loads in like that. It shoots very large
It's all right,
darts.
Hugo. We're going to get out of here.
So whoever they were going to sell this guy to,
Amicia.
what I
They said they were going to take me
assume
away.
would have been the
And I wouldn't see you
crazy
again.
Templar at the beginning of the
That's
game.
not true. I'm here,
We're staying
Isn't gonna get his wish.
of course. And we're going to go with
Yep,
Melly.
trebuchets.
She's here to help us.
She's the thief.
And she's sorry she turned us in earlier. Aren't you, Melly? Yeah. I'm a bad girl. Happy now? Can we go? Take my hand, Hugo. Let's get going.
Yes.
There's a way out
Probably,
to the far end of
like,
the camp. If you
Sneakish
really
a
know how
little
to
bit.
use that sling, you'd better go first. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm leading you now. My mistake. All right, cool. Let's do this. Yeah, I know, right? Sling is not joking around. Oh, hey, back up. Okay, so I'm gonna actually puzzle this one out. Were repeating crossbows useful? Well, for the most part, repeating crossbows did not appear in Europe. They are entirely a Chinese thing. So during this period, anyway, you might see siege weapons, but even then, they're rather rare. In that case, it wasn't really repeating. It's more like they crank it up a whole bunch, more like a windlass than anything else. Let's see if I can get past this guy. If I recall, we have chloroform or something, or I might actually just be able to go around him. Super sneaky. Yep, form chloroform. Chloroform. Walk up behind. Oh, do it now. Now I can't. Be like.
Are you sure about that? Completely. I've had enough of running.
Well, I mean, it's sleeping powder, but I mean, it's purple sleeping powder, so I'm just going to assume it's some sort of deadly mushroom she's shoving right in their faces. And we'll call it chloroform, because the other version of that is she's just murdering people without a dagger. I personally think there's a shank in the spleen would have done about the same thing, but they want to make sure to point out this is not a bloodthirsty lady. Nope. Sling that guy in the head? Yeah, I'm just gonna sling him in the head. You know what also we can do here? We can rock people in the head, and he is not wearing a helmet. He's a yeoman. Yeomen don't wear... Ooh, that is really close behind a horse. Now, that's the least realistic thing I've seen in this game. If you get behind a horse like that, it would kick the hell out of you. Total War Genghis Khan, my guess is probably in the next 2 years or so.
Do you want some
Ooh,
ice to
that's
have some?
right. It's the first time I managed to do that in this game. Thought he was going to get me. He did not. He got smacked in the face. Yeah, so typically whenever they have a major Total War title, they always follow it up by like a smaller sequel that focuses on a certain individual, and it's pretty much guaranteed it's going to be Genghis Khan. And here's a fun fact. These little saddles right here are specifically for the war horses. You can tell because of the way they're shaped. Those are really high cantles. That's what that's called right there. That helps keep the knight in the saddle. So when they're doing a heavy charge, basically you hit, but your butt doesn't slide out the back. It does also mean that when you hit someone, you can possibly snap your spine if you hit too hard. Which did happen during the era. I'm enjoying it. You know, this game's pretty fun. I definitely wanted to come back and finish it. That's for sure.
What was that? Keep a lookout. They're around.
Nope. All right. Come on, bud. Come on. Oh, come on. Hard first. There's a close by checkpoint right there. What? Oh, come on, game. Seriously? This game is very stingy about its checkpoints as we've gotten further along, I've noticed. I want you to do several things in a row. Just perfect. What?
Are you sure?
He's gonna murder all these people now. Like before I was gonna be subtle, but now not so much.
Come on.
Yep, just lots of rocks to the head. That's apparently where we're at right now in this game. And collect the rock back too. You gotta be economical with it. Well, they typically only do one major expansion based off of it, sort of like how Empire had Napoleon, and then Rome 2 had Attila. Most people assume that it'll be Genghis Khan. I don't know if it'll go to Eastern Europe. There's some speculation they actually might try and do a similar sort of connected world that they did for Warhammer 3 with their future historical titles. I don't think so personally. I think they've learned their lesson not to do that. They've had so many issues at Creative Assembly with actually joining all those things together that it's been just a nightmare for them, you know, when they have to go back and backtrack that far. Oh, there was a pot there. I suppose I could have just thrown that and not murdered someone. Too bad. For him, not for me. I don't really care. Let's see. We're about out of this camp, though. I'm actually really curious what else this team will go on to make, because this is a pretty attractive little game that works rather well. Man, we're just... yes, they can be. There's this video I watched a number of years ago with a guy that really got good with a sling. And just, you could crack it. I mean, and it will shatter skulls too. It is deadly as well. One of the reasons that bows actually took over from slings is just it's easier to train people to use them. Later on it becomes guns and, you know, crossbows, things like that. Each time it's not necessarily that they're more deadly or more accurate, it's they're easier to train someone to use well.
Guards ahead! Take them out, Amicia! The Inquisition! What the hell did you do? Nothing! We didn't do anything! They want Hugo! It's time to get out of here!
Alright, folks, let's just start murdering people. Jeez. I am going to play more Bannerlord. I just actually wanted to finish up this game. As dumb as that sounds, the control schemes are so incredibly different. Also, Bannerlord currently has a crazy number of bugs in it that are just sort of annoying me, frankly. The pacing is also a little off right now. But that's all something. Alright, come on, you're going to open the... I think I'm stuck. I bugged her. Oh, I need a way out of here. What can I do?
Locked! Shit!
Alright, well come on, do your lock-picking thing. That thing you do. Literally the one thing people keep you around for.
What did I just see?
Yeah, this girl is not much for crossbows. Lock onto his head. Oh, come on, I heard the noise. I do intend to play more Bannerlord though, but like I said, I kind of wanted to get through this one the rest of the way. The controls are so specific that I don't want to forget the story. You know what I mean? It's definitely one that I've been enjoying so far, so I want to finish out before I move on. Like I said, it's sort of a game order reader. I like to feel like I'm completing something. Okay, buddy. You guys gotta come up those stairs. It's gonna be quick. There we go. Jeez. That cracking sound. She's breaking the sound barrier.
That looks like our way out!
There's a chain. Really?
Alright. Oh, okay, well I thought I was using my mithril stones again, as someone pointed out. Aren't you the idea? Come on.
They've opened the door. They're here.
I'll
Okay,
take care
so-
of them!
There's nowhere.
Shut up! Leave it!
Jeez. I
Amicia!
think I'm needlessly killing people at this point. I mean, she's leaving like bodies behind her. It's regular John Wick with a stinking sling. Wow, that's really prescient thinking right there. Just gonna... God.
It's Arthur! We have to hurry! Let's go! Let's go!
This is a really resourceful girl. I mean, she's sheltering herself with freaking corpses. Apparently the arsonist is on their side. That's part of it. They were going in to firebomb that area, and so they had to get out before, you know, her brother Arthur got done with the things he was doing there. Oh, this is a woman, not a girl. I thought she was younger for some reason.
Do you know where we're going? Right now, we have to hide. Arthur and I know a place. And Lucas, he's waiting at your chateau. All in good time.
I'm sorry, he's at
We're
our
going to see
chateau?
Lucas again?
I mean, the chateau from the start of the game? We do
hope
not
so.
want to go
I
back
like
there. It is a
Lucas.
place of death.
He's
It is a
nice.
silly place. Do not
Save your
return there.
breath, Hugo. We're on the right track. Let's keep moving. We're not safe yet. Tell me, what the hell are you
I
doing
believe a
in the
corpse would,
Inquisition?
especially in that area. You'll notice it's a
What's so
corpse
special
wearing
about the
butted
little guy?
chainmail,
It's
or at least probably
complicated.
riveted chainmail over top of
And
the
what about your
gambeson.
brother?
And there's a lot of
Will he be
arguments over
alright?
whether or not
He'll catch up with
even
us.
arrows would
He really
penetrate all the way
saved
through
our
that.
lives. It was
But in this
incredible.
case, it definitely wouldn't go through
Don't
the
get all
body and out the other
lovey-dovey.
side. It would probably
It'll
stick
break
into the
your
body
poor
and,
little
like,
heart.
go through the head like we saw right there. But I definitely
No.
think it would stop just an arrow.
Yeah, we're going to use it to cross.
What?
Is he always like that? He hasn't seen much of
We're
the
just
world.
watermill.
This isn't the best moment to start.
First one to the middle way.
Hey, slow down.
It's closed.
I'll do it. It's open.
Yeah, there's not a lot of practical thought that happens in this game as far as, removing weaponry
crushing the
or
wheat.
removing armor or basically any actual upgrades to make you a deadly killing machine. So, fun thing, so the wheel turns
too strong.
and would
How are we going
engage
to get
these guys
across?
right here, which would
Stop it.
engage there,
And how
which
are we
should
going
come
to
over
stop
to a
it?
grinding stone.
We'll
Bloop,
find
right
a
there.
way.
And this is where you would bring your wheat to drop it in to be ground down into flour. And that's how these mills work. Now, later on, these are actually converted, or sometimes even during this period, you can see where they would turn this, and it would actually raise and lower a pounding hammer. And this is a lot of early mills were also used for iron working right there. Same technology, it's just harnessing water power. We still use hydroelectric dams today. Same. Okay, same here.
Go on, Hugo.
All right.
Go do a thing. I'm gonna do a
You mean like a little optimism? It's working.
Yay!
Over to you, Melly.
Alright, girl, go over
This
there
is
and do
where
the
we see if
thing.
it'll hold up. Well, doesn't look like I'll be taking a bath
Very
today.
linear level design. I mean, it's definitely intended for you to do, kind of go through this, it's very much intended. Alright,
Hold
Hugo,
on.
you go across now, and I guess across? Or no, he
I'll
needs
let
to
you
go
do
over
it,
there.
Hugo.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Most of my students don't care, is the beauty of things like this. Is, you make no mistake about
The
how
drawbridge is lower,
how few
princess.
toots
Try not to fall in.
high schoolers give about their teachers. Right. Alrighty, just gonna walk across
There you
them,
go.
folks. Yeah,
See?
there we go.
Simple.
Look at that.
We beat the mill.
Made it across
The Inquisition
a
make
spinning
it
mill.
this far.
Always
That'll
nice
hold
there.
them up for a while. We'll go through here. Come on.
A few of these
Trying
mills
to
are actually still
impress me or
operational.
what?
I visited one when I was in England, and
All right, come on.
It's
They,
pretty here. And it smells like earth.
still can be used to pound grain and stuff like that. And that was a workbench. I should have turned left. I just assumed that this was not the correct way. It was a hidden way, and I just missed a lot of upgrades because of it. Come on.
The Archaeologist.
I'm actually a film
Is that where
teacher.
Lucas is?
I hope
Which,
so.
basic
I doubt this castle
idea of
is
how
going
to
look
do
like much.
movies, videos,
Why?
editing,
This
things
used to
like
be a
that. So
village.
the exact same skills
But
I
it was
employ on my
reduced to
YouTube
rubble
channel.
in just one night
Yeah, you would
years
think I would
ago.
teach history.
Some say
Nope.
there's a curse around these parts.
Amicia?
She's joking, Hugo. Of course I am. Since when do I say anything true, eh?
Amicia.
Hugo, what are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Come here.
Oh.
Hugo. Hugo, look at me.
Got some
It's
rats
starting
coming.
again. Your head.
It's like somebody's going inside. My legs are
Yep.
shaking.
Yep, about to have a playground
Don't
section.
say he's been bitten. It's not the bite. It's something in his blood since he was little. I'll have to carry him. Climb on my back if you can. Come
You know,
on.
I would actually say it is a vermin tide. That is a very accurate description of what we're about to see.
Don't worry. If it's in his blood.
I'm not a history buff. I am
What
actually
about you? I'm fine.
first in it.
Lucas is
My
trying to slow the
bachelor
effects
was
down.
in archaeology
That's also why we're
and
going to the
anthropology. And so I learned how to do digs and stuff like that. My master's was in archaeology and then finding ways to depict it in media.
What's in my head?
So
Don't worry. We're all
in this
scared
case,
of
it's
what's
her
in
little
our
brother.
heads.
So
Here we are.
family relations, that
You'll
makes it
be able
important.
to
You don't
rest.
leave someone behind you
At
care
last.
about. He seems to have some
Help me
sort of
lift this.
special disease. We don't
I'm
know.
coming.
Some sort of blood thing.
Hugo,
It's really
you climb
unclear
down,
actually what's
please.
wrong with the kid at this point. I am rather concerned that because this is called a Plague Tale: Innocence, that they were setting up for an easy sequel. So I'm hoping they do actually resolve the plot in this game.
Is this your house?
It's a hideout, lad. It's meant for hiding out, not banquets with lords and ladies. Don't touch
Kid
that.
just like swipe
It's my
that key.
brother's.
I was like, geez, kid.
That's worth a lot, that is. How long have you been living like this? Like ruffians and beggars.
I like
you
how
mean.
when they say living
Family
in the
tradition.
quotes at the bottom, they
Our
put
dad
make sure to
was a
put
piece of
quotes on the
rubbish.
sides. This is
Tried
not
to
truly
beat us
living.
one
I mean,
time too
honestly, this is a
many,
pretty
so we
nice little
skedaddled.
hovel house.
But you're almost royalty. Royalty?
Oh, that's good to hear.
What does it
Honestly, I
cost?
was a little bit worried about that, so I'm glad to know they do actually reserve
Can't you see?
get through the plot
Look
here.
at us. We've lost everything. What do you mean? Who's going to pay us then? What are you talking about? Your mate Lucas. He said you're rich. Just forget it, alright? Take Arthur's straw mattress, and when he finally gets here, we'll have a proper discussion.
Yeah, I wouldn't hang around with her right now. I would just, you know, whoop, get out of Dodge. Game's taking place in France during the 100 Years' War, specifically during the time of the outbreak of the Black Death. Yeah, I would guess southern France somewhere. I mean, especially because there's aqueducts still.
So, see anything?
No, nothing there.
Honors Viking very bit in France.
Men!
Was it this game in particular or a different game?
This way! I need some help!
It's called a stage whisper. Jeez.
Outside. Yes, but where? Just trust me. And your brother? He should have been here by now. Sorry. Don't give up on him just yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen her brother yet. He's not alive. He's either a traitor or he's dead somewhere.
a helmet. Ah, Devorantis. What? Devorantis.
Oh, the game For Honor?
Peter and
Man,
alcohol.
For Honor
Burns
is
your
one of those
face and
games that
melts
has a
steel.
concept I
No
really...
one can
Oh,
keep their
he's got a
helmet
helmet on,
that.
doesn't he?
Get some ready.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so you can now craft Devorantis? Man, they are coming up with some Harry Potter style name systems in the game. Forces enemies hit in the head to remove their helmet. I guess the idea is
The helmet.
if I hit him in the helmet, I can
Hit him
then
on the head with a rock.
smack him with a rock when the time comes. Jeez, this kid is brutal. So you're gonna hit him with like a corrosive that goes through the eye slits, and then immediately follow it up with a rock to the face. I mean, we are amassing a serious body count as this game is going on here. Like I thought she's gonna be sort of like, yeah, I don't want to murder people. Like as this game's going on, like I'm not. We're killing more people than Black Death has in this game so
You know
far.
what to do. Yes.
Any idea where the whetstones are?
In one of the boxes.
Got a helmet on?
It's an unholy mess.
Yes, no, maybe. No, you don't have a helmet on. It's a bad mistake, buddy. Rookie mistake, I would say. You know, you're not wearing a helmet. It's gonna happen every time. Oh, hey, look, there was a peaceful option that I did not take. Just wait till the end. He's gonna start shanking people. I wonder if I can, like, gas him, or if I have to do the Verantis thing again. Yeah, I mean, it's survival. I'm down with it. Let's try the gassing thing. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh, yeah, no. Put that gas right through the slits of the helmet.
There are bound to be more. We have to get
Reminds me a lot of the recent Tomb Raider game, which I really did dig.
Where's
That
the
reimagining of Laura Croft as a survivalist, you know, toss onto an island where she's really got to do something. It's that same sort of vibe that started coming out around the time.
Alicia, you have the sling, so you go first. Hugo, you keep a lookout and stay quiet.
All right.
Understood?
They're still looking for me.
Still looking for you, buddy. Hey, it's okay. We're gonna get to this house. Oh, well, that's one reason not to use the gas then, isn't it? Let's see, we got a bunch of guys here. So we gotta do the old wombo combo, right? Gotta do that. Boom with the Duverantis, and then hit him with a rock. One closer, let's go. We can blink those guys over there.
Huh?
Oh. Saw nothing. Nothing. Kind of. Let's let it pass. I think we actually sneak past him if we move quick enough. Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good time for a plague of rats to show up. Really kind of help out my sneaking. There's just a plague of rats. I don't think you can see me. Okay, good. That moment right there is like, that meter is building, and...
Explosion like it? My ears are still ringing. We got the one what did it though. A young thief who was helping the Daruns.
Yep.
He held at the Bastion for interrogation.
Told ya. If the boy hadn't shown up by now, he's either dead or captured. And he is.
Oh shit. Shit.
Probably because they don't have to make a unique model for him. Oh, hey, look. Things up right here. Let's loot all these things. Guess we'll take a wide... Actually, you know what? No. What they want me to do. You go that way.
Over there.
Distract him to go this way. I'll sneak around behind you.
Well, there's a lot of men looking for just some kids. And the Grand Inquisitor is being pretty tough on Lord Nicholas.
Yeah, the girl and the brother are both nobility. They're from the Darun family, which we saw at the very beginning when they were brutally murdered. And so these guys are all looking for them. You know what? Nope. Let's try and run. Let's try and run. Run. Can we make it? Nope. I was close. Right there at the end. I think I should have waited for that guy to go a little further. Oh, come. Okay, that's not that bad. Put me way far back.
Explosion like it? My ears are still ringing. We got the one what did it though. A young thief who was helping the Daruns. He's being... What's all the racket?
So, still nothing?
No, they're only kids. Probably just hiding in the bushes somewhere.
Well, there's a lot of men looking for just some kids. And the
Assassin's
Grand
Creed is
Inquisitor
sort
been
of
pretty tough on Lord
deviated from being an Assassin's Creed sort of thing. They have stopped really being assassins at this point and are very much more stabby open world. Much to the problem of the actual world itself. Ubisoft has even admitted that all their games have kind of condensed together to be one based kind of Ubisoft genre, and they've started hiring in diversity consultants to make sure their games like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed stop feeling the exact same.
Let's get out of here. Come on. Go ahead. So kind of you, Your Highness.
Go on, get moving.
What are you going to do to me? Careful.
It's Lucas.
I know how to take care of this. Watch.
Soon with fresh
One of these, and I do this, and I do one of those, and then I do this, and then I'm like, hey man, take that helmet off. Like, bad move, buddy. That was okay. That was actually on me. Hold on. Let's try that again. He was gonna chuck that spear. He was gonna chuck that spear so hard. That is a picture moments away from death.
house. She said lots of bad words.
I heard that.
And what about you, Lucas? How are you?
Can we talk while we run, or we can sit
Far Cry
down with
Primal I
wine
really
and
dug. It was an
roast
interesting
chicken
little
and wait for them
experiment.
to come and kill us? What
It's
do
so
you
weird
reckon?
because you don't
Right.
see a lot of
Let's keep
games
going.
set during the
The
Stone
chateau
Age,
should
but
be
I
fine.
thought it did some really cool
Let's go.
stuff.
Come on.
Far Cry
It's not far
Primal
to the
was really
aqueduct.
great, except for two very specific
like a
points that I
dangerous
thought were just so
intense.
poorly
You don't
handled.
say.
So the game has
You
this
forgot
really
to tell
cool
us about the
survival
Inquisition.
aspect to
You
it
wouldn't have accepted the
until
deal.
you
The
get to
one
the
where your
boss
friends
fights.
are rich.
And then suddenly they
We'll
get these
sort
health
it out.
bars. So
Tell
you
my
can't
brother
stealth
that.
it, you can't be subtle, you just have to like slowly ping down
What's
their
all
health
this?
bars.
An accident?
And
An Inquisition
it
card?
just sort of ruined it for me
There
so
must be
bad.
things we can salvage
It's
from
definitely one
inside.
of those. There's rats.
don't see
Okay,
how we can
gotta
get
pay
past.
attention.
Oh, Amicia, I have something for you. It's a byproduct of Ignifer. Luminosa.
Luminosa.
I throw it into a pile of rats and...
Luminosa Maxima.
Anyway, you'll see. Here, take it.
Alright, so give me the thing that I'm
Saltpeter,
gonna use to,
alcohol and leather.
you know, craft
Mix them together.
Luminosa. Hold the
Alright.
thing to get a Luminosa. And it creates a powerful source of light, eliminating rats.
Throw it to the rats.
Indeed. Right, so I'm gonna just take it now and be like, alright, here's a pile of rats. I'm like, bloop. Oh.
Luminosa.
Okay, so it's a bomb. When you say Luminosa, what you meant to say
completely
was
destroyed
it's a
them.
bomb. Alright, I feel like he should kind of warn people
Lucas,
about that one in the
cart's
future.
packed full of alchemical
that,
material.
Makes
Luminosa
sense.
is a holy hand grenade.
Inquisition.
Next time we will count to 3 before we toss it.
Without reading the alchemical writings.
Alright, can I upgrade
don't know what they're
anything?
up
I
to.
can
But whatever it is, these
line of
cards
materials, line of
will be
materials.
useful.
I can do ammunition bag. Running and dodging makes less noise. Yes, please. 'Cause apparently I'm gonna keep
This should
tipping
make
those
things a
guys
little
off.
easier. Not bad.
Not
bad at
huh?
all.
So, did you know the Molotov cocktail was actually named after a Russian general of the World War II called Molotov? I found that one out recently. I've been reading a book about famous generals through history. And I was like, oh my god, there's actually a dude named Molotov. So they didn't have enough grenades, and so he encouraged people to take vodka, light it on fire, and throw it at Nazis. Yeah. Russians in World War
Line
II,
up.
in a
I'll help
nutshell.
Yes.
That's what I'm full of. Useless
go for the
information.
aqueduct.
Like, I am the person that watches director's commentary. The reason this stream started so late is I was rewatching Monty Python and the Holy Grail with director's commentary. I found out that Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones
Where's your brother?
basically can't be in a room together. Their commentary was recorded separately because the two can't stand each other after having co-directed that film. Right. This, and then we go one of these, and you go smack, and down it comes.
Well spotted.
Ruining a Friday night to stay alive. Oh, hell yeah, watch Tiger King, man. You can't be a person in the world right now and not have watched Tiger King. It is the easiest conversation in the world to have. Do you like dumpster fires? If so, watch Tiger King.
What?
I will say, though, as someone
that
who's
it?
made documentaries, I
There's
find
nothing
it
here. Lucas,
difficult to watch because
don't
the
tell
people
me we've
creating
done
that
all this for
documentary
nothing.
No.
are just so predatory. Like the stuff they're doing to sort of bait these people into saying stuff. I mean, they're not nice people to begin with in the
Only
film.
reveal itself to the one who
But,
has the key. Something like that.
The directors and stuff
I
were not
prefer
helping their case.
Use your eyes before using your mouth. Who's going
Tiger
first?
King is a documentary series currently on Netflix about a dude
Come on then. We've
who
come this
trades
far.
and
That's my girl.
breeds and has like 100 tigers. It's probably the best way to describe it. So you know how you have like people that are like cat ladies? Imagine a dude who has 100 tigers and everything else that comes with it. Have a good night out there, man. Thanks for tuning in for a minute.
Not bad.
Wow, that is a really lovely underground lake with a
No, it's
light
water
source
that's
that
collected
seems to be
underground.
coming from nowhere.
Hey, there's a pontoon.
Why is there a
used to
pontoon?
use this
Might
place.
please tell me why
You're
there's a
on the right
pontoon
track.
in here. It's one of those weird things in games that you don't think about the
never
light
heard of it
sources a lot.
before.
Especially modern game design wants you to be able to see at all
Well,
times.
If you want to know,
I remember watching the most recent
to get
Hobbit
across
films,
first.
and the when you get to the riddles in the dark scene, suddenly it's so well lit, even though we're in the bowels of the earth. It's like, where is this light source right now? This magical glowing green light source. It's just one of those weird holdovers of games and film design. Smeagol's Cave? Yep, that exact scene. Go back and watch it. It's just so absurdly well lit. It's the entire time I just couldn't.
A what? A boat
Could not
that's been propelled
concentrate
by a
on the
rope.
fact, right?
You pull
Where
it
is
by
the
hand.
wave over there?
There's a
There seems like
hand
there's a shiny over there. There's no need to creep right now, I suppose. Yep, we got some shinies. Can we get that? Yeah, we can get that. Let's whatever this is. This looks important. No, it's not. It's just random supplies. Whatever. I'll take it. Yeah, and things like Skyrim, Skyrim kind of lampshades it a little bit by giving you glowing mushrooms. I mean, even they're aware that it's like, you know, maybe
Can you look after it? Lucas,
you need to
come
give
and
some
help
sort of
instead
explanation.
sleeping.
Yes.
The water's green.
Well, that's because there are a lot of things living in it.
They must be very cold.
Once, Father took us to the lake of Tuv, and I slipped and fell in the water.
I guess they're
It
going
was
for
so
like a
cold, it made me
bioluminescent
cry.
algae sort of situation. That's what's giving out the
I
light.
do.
I respect the fact they thought that one through.
Your boat awaits.
Shall I get in?
Yes, Hugo, get in.
Yeah.
I hope they can swim.
As we spoke about in previous episodes, the odds are against that during the
Hold
middle
on
of
tight.
this.
There you go.
Whoa.
So I'm assuming kind of done with these two. There's not a lot of reason to continue
Oh, that's
hanging
because of the monster.
them.
What? A monster?
Of course. The underground lakes are magical. Huge, ancient monsters hide in their depths. And watch out, they're very hungry.
No, they're not. And if there were monsters, we'd see some big bubbles.
You got me.
Mummy used to say that monsters are just those things too.
Just those things to which we have never given a name. She told me that too.
I would quite like to see a monster, actually.
Well, kid, you've seen literal hordes of rats devouring people. I think you can successfully check that one off your list.
Right, this is where we get off.
Oh, it was too quick.
I know, but it's someone else's turn now.
What if I don't? I want to just leave them. Is that an option for me to just leave them? No.
There are no monsters here.
Sure, we have to
There
open up
might
the
be a
door.
whale.
A whale is big, you know.
Yes, but
Lucas knows how to make the
Why
treatment
not?
food.
A shy whale that doesn't want to show itself.
It's shy because it's small. But I'm sure it's pretty.
Sure, that'll come up later. Probably keep him.
Over to you. We're coming.
That's what's called plot development, random plot armor, if that's the case, because there's literally no reason for that kid to know that
Let's go.
information. So far, anyway. Alright, so we're going to crank it back, folks. Oh yeah, it just automatically does it. That's nice. They're not going to make you crank the whole back over this way. Very polite of them. We can loot in the meantime. Walk around. Steal everything that's not
It's all
nailed
behind
down.
us now. But anything that takes my fancy at the castle is mine, all right?
Fair enough.
Saltpeter, some pins. Door that I can't
closed.
open
Not for
because
long.
they have to
Make some room.
get.
It's done.
These grottos like this. Giant underground caves. I mean, it must be pretty common in southern France because of the limestone and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of the really early
Of course. I had missed
Neanderthal
them a
settlements
bit.
and stuff like that, or
Is this place
their
anyway?
LaSalle Cave and things like that. Some of the earliest art.
No, it can't be.
Oh, wow. Okay, kid, you are super damn useful. I am keeping you around.
Pit.
What, Lucas?
Walk up and just friggin' magic
That
missile
hanging
that.
brazier can start
Good
the
job,
light of the
guy.
trench.
Lucas!
That one, the other way, and it's a defense system.
Like a castle.
Like a rat trap.
Okay.
Protecting something.
And? How does it
We're
work?
going to need
Easy. The
to.
braziers push the rats towards the pit and they get trapped there.
Could be useful.
Who built it?
I don't know, but it looks ancient.
Come on, Lucas.
I mean,
Let's
ancient.
take a look.
Right, Melly. While the boys are daydreaming,
Jamie, we got some
should
stuff
get
on
going.
the wall right there.
Some Some knights, perhaps?
I don't think knights know how to use stone and mortar. But craftsmen, there are a lot of those.
Lucas?
I love that comment. I don't think knights know how to use stone and mortar.
Go
Well,
on, into the pit.
The rats
We have to get to the other side. All right, come on.
it's supposed to be like something.
Gives me goosebumps.
Going for ancient, and it's just not really a Roman pattern right there. So all right, folks. Come on, let's cross the river of rats. Yeah, it's definitely Tesserae, so they're thinking that's supposed to be Rome.
Come, I'll get you up. All right.
If it shines, I loot it. Let's see. Rats. Say anything we can burn yet? Super useful right about now. Some oil. It's good. Can't go down yet. Does ignifier that? No. Fire. Yeah, we'll thing maybe. We'll try that one. That's on fire now. And it's me to go back over. Okay. I guess because it's a really dark room, they want to make sure you see this stuff. Any more Mountain Dew? I do not have it.
I'll take care of the
I
door.
wish I've almost sworn off sugary drinks completely at this point. Totally due for a Mountain Dew right now.
Come on.
My energy
Cross
is
over, you
ebbing so low. You could do for some Surge. It's so long since I've seen a Surge energy drink. It was just, I remember seeing Slurm advertised on Futurama and just thinking, well, that's just Surge. You know, I've never done energy drinks like Red Bull. It's just like too much caffeine. It feels like there is a fine line between the two right there.
You can't fault their system. Very efficient.
Perfect. Let's go.
What kind of a place are we that you need rat channeling systems to drop their bums off? I just feel like we're missing a larger question right here. That there's just like a constant underground presence of rats that needed this, you know,
I'll go first.
basically lock system built like you would use for boats. Mountain Dew and poison. That is a beautiful description of stinking Surge. Mountain Dew and poison. This game, yeah, I guess it's animal abuse. I mean, you don't kill the rats as far as I can tell. The rats kill humans. So if anything, it's people
Another
abuse.
door. Maybe it's the right one.
But the rats
Just
are
hope
not being burned
there
or
are no
anything. They
rats
just sort of
behind it.
chill. Except for that one time you threw a grenade on them. That probably did some
Nelly,
damage.
need a little help here. On my way. Come on. I'm starting to get fed up of all these doors.
Loading sequence.
Look! We found it! The castle!
That's the castle we're going to? Lord.
It really exists.
The creepiest castle I've ever seen.
Chateau d'Ambrose.
Chateau d'Ambrose.
I had a moment of doubt, but that's the sort of
Look, every time you say Chateau d'Ambrose, the lightning crashes. Hey, look, it's a lot of rats. So we get two options. You can go this way.
Whoa! Did you see that?
The lightning bolt. They're afraid of lightning. Let's try it.
I'm sorry.
Are you kidding?
Rats are afraid of lightning? That's what we're going with right now?
All right.
Would you open that up for me?
Nelly, I need your help. Understood.
Let's try a way that doesn't involve going for the rats first.
It's all good.
What we need right now is Thor, God of Thunder,
Is
to
that
come
supposed
down.
to be the
We
miracle
will
remedy they talk about?
use that.
It doesn't smell very good.
A good remedy is a remedy that stinks. You're not wrong.
It's a flash of light they hate. Yeah, I can see. Run, run, run. Oh. That is not my fault. That is, she died. That is not on me. I mean, I made it across just because she was slow. Okay, so we gotta wait for the lightning and then run across. That's what we just took out of this. Otherwise, she would get eaten.
No! Run! This is crazy! Never again.
Yep.
A building. Unbelievable. People used to live here.
We're very high up.
This is it. Come on, come on. Too far to get there in one go.
Right. Hold on, ignifier.
Not yet, not yet.
Right. As I said, it's too far in one go, and so that means don't try it.
Come on, we're gonna make it.
Right. Come on, go. Everybody get over.
Right.
Everybody get over.
Is everyone alright?
Stinking rats. Why are they so slow?
We did it.
Treacherous terrain, wet.
Look at it.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't run like balls out right here either, but then again, I have an issue with heights, so probably other factors as to why I would not be running along a cliffside in the rain.
Here.
Let's get in. Come on.
Man, that is a really lovely 13th century tower. Look at those arrow slits. That is seriously beefy. Who are the level designers in this game? Really outdid themselves consistently. I mean, this is based on real stuff and just looks great. I mean, super heavy doors and stuff, just gorgeous.
Whoa.
Incredible.
That tower over there. It's the living quarters. Must be several
Paul says he
centuries
has an
old.
issue with
It
busting
looks
his
like
ass.
it's
Yeah,
dry,
it's true. Paul
But there's
does.
a pit in the way.
It's full of rats. It's another trap.
Yes, it is. It's another trap. It is a rat trap. Hey, look, there's a door that lets us probably operate. Another rat trap.
Locked.
If they drop from the castle, you get devoured by
Can
rats.
you do it?
Well, in this
Yes.
particular world, it seems to be lose-lose situation. We're going to try and make it out of here in one piece by the time we get to the end.
Oh, there was something alive in it. It's open.
You know, it's slimy. Like, seriously, you're going to know it's pouring down rain out here and you're going to complain because there was like a bug in the lock. The squeamishness of the people in this world really surprised me. I mean, you know, they wipe their
decided to
poop with
meet
their
here,
own
it
hands
seems.
or pieces of, like,
Look,
cloth.
right
I mean,
here.
they see
Let's see if
animals
I can
slaughtered
make it.
every day, but goodness, a bug, a ooey squishy bug. Like,
Lucas, Hugo,
seriously?
stay out of the rain. We'll open up a path to the tower.
Alright, come on. Let's
Come,
do our
Hugo.
thing.
Ready, Melly? As long as we get them out of the way.
Mousetrap, also called the easiest game ever created by mankind. I remember playing that as a kid, playing Mousetrap, and you would do this whole crazy mechanism that would take like 30 minutes to put together, and the game was over in about 5 minutes. It was really cool when that thing, that, you know, Goldberg machine actually triggered on all the stuff. It was still not worth it, though. I think everybody played Mousetrap once. We all had a friend with Mousetrap, and then we never played it again.
We should be able to reach the central section now. Yes, that's a good first step. I'll let you go first, because rats are your thing.
Rats are my
Thanks a
thing.
lot.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, kid. Yeah, that is a girl that has seen some stuff. She is not feeling it. All right, so let's say I get a torch right here. Looks like I need to get over there and light something. Can I make it in a single torch all the way to there? I'm gonna say no. This does not look like it's gonna be generous, so go ahead and light that. This game has made it super clear to me that if I don't think I can make it,
Behind you. Ah, yes.
guys are gonna follow here, or trying to get somewhere. Let's figure this out. You gotta get over there. I see it. Can we just drop it? Seriously? Luckily there's a whole bunch of them at once, so there we go. Right. And then we're gonna walk super slowly, waving our stick back and forth.
Great, I feel better already.
Okay, and then we can't climb yet. Gotta drop our stick. Now we can climb because this girl cannot multitask to shave her life. Headshot the rats. Man, that is a lot of headshotting you would have to do. I do not think I have enough sticks to make that happen. What in
Hey,
the
look at
world?
that.
Oh.
What? Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's a rat trap, so I can just push them all the way off.
Well, I guess that's what the pit's for.
There you go. How many people died from the plague? Varies depending on estimates.
Is coming back by itself.
Anywhere from 1/3 to
I'm coming.
1/2 of the population of Europe, and probably around 1/4 of the population in the entire world is the best
Look at
estimates.
them.
So numbering in the
Swarming like
millions,
nobles
but it
of
really
the
sort of
king's
depends
court.
on
But it's our castle.
how many people you think were around during that period. Crazy Dwemer Romans. You know, this really does feel like that, doesn't it? It's like this is a needless puzzle in the middle of this castle.
Right.
It's like
Those ones have to be put against the pit too.
magical
course, they're
magical
on the wrong side of the
Romans.
brazier.
All right, so thank you for
We're gonna
giving
have
me
to go
some
down and see
oil.
what's there.
Let's
All right. I'll
do the
cover you
next
with the
part.
brazier.
Poof. Yeah, and in many respects, a lot of people looked at the Romans in this period like they were sort of magical. I mean, they managed these amazing feats of engineering that were not replicated for hundreds of years. Huh. They're sort of keeping it roughly rat-free, but not entirely. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have you do...
I'm putting my life in your hands, you know.
Yeah. So do the... Yeah,
lady.
let her...
Whenever you're ready.
Gotta look up at you, maybe? Yep, and tell her to
Take
do
care of
it.
it. All right. Wow.
You know, a lot of people say Genghis Khan and his army killed more than the Black Death. I've heard that statistic before. I don't believe it. But I have heard it before. Wait,
What do you see? More braziers. I can get up on the rampart.
Lambracius.
We're going to make it. Hugo will be safe. We'll all be safe.
Need to hop up here or something? Hop up point? Nope, not a hop up point. Rats have an escaped channel in this one. Yeah, you're not actually pushing them off into like crazy pits or anything. You're making sure to be, you know, gentle with the rats. You don't want to harm them, as they said. You know, there's definitely a PETA consultant involved in this, and make sure that everybody gets a fair shake. Alright. Almost through this weird animation thing of death created by Romans, specifically to kill rats. Which is interesting, because I mean the Romans did actually probably face the Bubonic Plague. There's a lot of questions about whether or not the plague of Justinian was the Bubonic Plague, and had very similar symptoms. So, I mean, of course the Romans used technology to overcome it. That's the one thing the Romans consistently did throughout their history. It's not that the Romans were particularly good fighters, but damn, could they build. That's the thing, that they could just out-engineer the shit out of everything. That was their thing. You know, the average Roman legionary carried a pickaxe, a shovel, and a sword, right? And wherever they went, they would build roads. And then when they got there, they would build towns and stuff like that. And that's really their superpower is,
There you go. Into the pits with you.
Yes! Perfect! Well, that's done.
building as they
The last
went.
sector now. I
Building
have to
stuff
get back
that
to the
lasted,
ladder.
too. That's right, you scurrying buggers. Yeah, but not all of them were complete nonsense. For those who can't see that, I said that Roman medical treatments were complete nonsense. It's not true. Some of the written ones were. I mean, there's some really great examples of surgical tools used by the guys who patched up the gladiators. They're nearly identical to what you'd see in a surgeon's kit today, and they were made out of copper, so they're naturally antibacterial. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to the Romans to recommend the Romans. I mean, just like people say during the Middle Ages, the medicine was crap because it's all based on the humors. Well, yes, some of the books were crackpotty, but at the same time, some of them were very well written and very well researched. You know, your average battlefield surgeon had a pretty good idea of what worked and what did not when it came to, what the hell was the point of this? You ever looked at something and thought, you know what, somebody intended for something to be here, and then they forgot to put something. They were supposed to hide something at some point. Can I jump up? Because there's rats right there. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I need to push it back for myself.
All right, here we go again.
I gotta push it
Have
back
you
for
done it?
myself.
Yes.
Here.
Are you all right, Hugo?
I'm fine. I can hear you shouting.
Don't worry. The storm
Oh, they
will
do
drown
make
out
that
our
connection?
voices.
That
Soon
makes
we'll
sense.
all get to see the tower.
I mean, and like I said, I've heard that Justinian's plague is actually the bubonic plague there. It's one of those things that, you know, diseases that affect mankind tend to appear again and again and again. There's just, they don't really disappear. There's no actual cure for them. You know, things like polio, which was eradicated until very recently, and is making a comeback. Because humans, who knows why. Immunize your kids, folks.
Whenever you want.
Whenever you
I'll
want.
help you
Alright,
climb up.
check. Come on,
I'm
here we
coming.
go. Leg up.
The bridge. We'd better lower it.
Games like this make me want to be able to do pull-ups. Never actually managed to do pull-ups successfully. And every time I see a climbing game, I'm like, man, if I had to play a game like this, I would be fat and dead. No climbing, just dead. People are bad at math and science. I think that people get a false sense of complacency. There's also something called herd mentality, the belief that if everybody else in the herd is doing it, you don't need to, and so you'll be protected. Because the rest of the herd will be protected. Okay, I gotta really hammer that A is what I'm seeing here. Jeez, they're not gonna let me take that one, do you? They're gonna let me kind of half butt that one. They're like, no, you're really gonna have to do it. Light something. Let's hold on. Can I hit that one way over there? That's a long shot. You know what? We have discovered this girl can do it if anyone can. Oh, we're back at the start again. Oh, okay, I see. And that's the trying to hit right over there. Alright, so we're almost cleared of all the rats. Moved this one. Oh, I'm moving it to the left, maybe? No? What? Okay, I feel like I missed something here. Yeah, this castle makes no sense from a I'm going to assume that someone excavated the base of it and this was all laying underneath everything, and that's where all this came from. Alright, so you're manned right here. Here are the rats. I need to run this brazier and get these guys off. Can you turn that for me or something? No? No? Okay, it wants me to be here, and I don't know why. Maybe it wants me to go get my brother now. I don't know. So, like, grab that. You know, like, let me do something here. That consumption. Oh, jeez. Yeah, tuberculosis is, she's moving the thing and you're moving with it. Gotcha. Okay, so I need to hop down and she'll move the thing for me. I don't trust people in this game. I've learned, thanks to games like GoldenEye, to never trust NPCs. Just assume they are always out to murder you and that they will never do what they're supposed to do. Go ahead.
What is it? Nothing. It's just a crappy old
Thanks for the tip on that one, though, because I totally would not have trusted her that entire time.
It's going to be alright. It's your castle. You have a connection.
Our castle. Imagine, we could all live here together.
I'm more of a
Kid, this is your castle?
How am I going to get
Castle
up
is
there?
lame and weird.
But the damn rats are everywhere.
Alright, light it on fire. Okay, walk through the rats.
Very funny.
Go to the ladder. The way they do the rats in the shadows is so weird. Great. So freaky. Yeah, TB is one of those things that still affects a huge number of people. My wife actually has a cousin who was in the Navy, and his bunkmate got TB. And so he got TB because it's a ship. And there was nowhere else to go except to breathe in those TB germs. So it's still very much a thing, that tuberculosis. There's a reason they call it the White Death. Castle's a rat problem. I watched Bad Boys 2 recently, and that was one of the funnier aspects of that film that I just kept laughing about, was they had a rat problem in the game.
That's brought chaos over here. I'm going to need you. I'm coming. All right. Here we go again.
This is how you conquer a castle.
No, it's not how you conquer
No,
a
not in my
castle. This
version
is
of the story.
nothing to do with attacking castles. This is just... Okay. Alright, this has brought chaos over here. Okay. She wants me back up there. Does she? No. Okay, I'm cleared. Way around, I guess. Oh, this is a really contrived puzzle. Every now and again I come across a puzzle where I'm just like, this feels forced. Like, up until now, it's been a pretty linear game that's really wanting you to do certain things. This one, though, is sort of pushing good taste. Where am I trying to go? Like, alright, I'm back over here with you now. Great. There's a couple rats here. No, there's no rats anywhere anymore. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of it, too, really. I mean, there's barely any few rats. I need to push the outer torch. Alright. Push the outer torch. Oh, you mean that one over there. Jump in the pit. Yep, I see the one you're talking about. I hate puzzles so much. Sometimes the puzzles are fun. Sometimes you're like, you know, the puzzle wore out its welcome a little while ago now. It's like, alright, cool. Give me a new mechanic. Give me something else to play with. Give me some guys to smack in the face with a lot of rocks. I enjoy that. Smacking in the face with the rocks.
They readied themselves to recover what was rightfully theirs. A home. Stop it. Come on. I'm sure there's a cellar for you here somewhere. Amicia, it's not that simple. You don't know me. All right. I understand.
I'm gonna guess that we're gonna do all this really hard work, and there's gonna be an army of rats anyway. Or maybe the knights will show up. Who knows? Okay. Push.
No! Loose the dragon!
And then it shoves the last bit of him out of there.
Back off, you bastards! Retreat before Amicia the Amazon and Melly the Fury!
And they are so super pumped about their very modicum successes.
You didn't know me.
We managed to defeat an army of... Oh, ugh. Ugh. That is a writhing mess right there. Ugh.
We did it! We pushed them back!
The castle saved our lives.
Yes, Laurentius was right.
To celebrate our victory, would you mind if we get out of the rain, please?
Right, to the tower!
It really is just 4 kids sort of hanging out trying to solve some serious castle issues.
Come over to the fire and we'll...
Like, there's not an adult in sight.
we'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
This is our
fighting
home now.
rats and super excited about it. Nice fireplace, get some real warmth to dry off. I assume this is the end of the chapter, because I don't know why you keep going after that. It's like, yeah, chill out for a little bit. Everybody deserves a break. Ugh. The food issues would be real. Yeah, this is definitely a game where I don't see how they're feeding themselves. They haven't eaten anything in a couple days, as far as game times goes. Yeah, it's definitely just innocent kids sort of hanging out doing their things.
Are you awake already?
Oh man, that plague is spreading across his face bad.
Come and see.
That is a serious rash you need to look at, kid. That is...
Come on.
What's that noise?
You know, in a lot of countries and cultures, they actually eat rats. And, you know, considering how plentiful they are in this world, I mean, I see no reason not to also eat the rats here. I mean, sure, they look completely diseased and crazy and...
We'll have to patch up these straw mattresses.
Honestly, yeah, it's a pretty good hideout. I was going to make a fort. An ancient Roman fort that fights rats is definitely the place I'd probably stake it out in. That is an interesting bathtub. So this is also a bathtub and doubles as doing for laundry. Definitely Roman-style tile, or at least Romanesque. Can I make anything? No. Okay. Boil the rat beforehand. Boiled rat. Everything about that sounds disgusting. What's this?
Oh, yes, the things we found. This will stop us losing them in all the mess.
Guess any of the cool stuff that we collect, we keep putting back here. It's sort of our home base for the rest of the game. This feels like a home base for the rest of the game. We can upgrade it and give it decorations and patch straw mattresses. And maybe we can build a little fun camp here and we can do sleepovers. Or more likely, there's going to be even more rats, like down that tunnel. Where does this go?
Where are you going?
It's alright, you can come. Where does that lead to?
Legitimate question. Where does this lead to? You know what? That's a hard no. You ever looked at something and went, there's rats down there, and I have no lights, and it's clearly not the direction the game wants me to go right now, so. Yeah, bud? Wants to go this way? Alright, we'll go this way. It's a serious rock-cut
Sleep well?
castle.
Not a wink. This laboratory's in bad shape, but it inspired me. I'm on the brink of completing the great work, and you...
Laurentius.
You can help me.
Oh,
Little
yes, yes.
dude who worked
What
at
do we
the
have to
other
do?
guy's research lab
I
and
need the
wasn't
vial from the
creepy at
left-hand
all.
table.
Alright.
On me, on me. What
Help
can I
Lucas
do?
with the elixir.
need
Give
light
him
for
a
the last
vial
step.
from the
Hugo,
left-hand
go
table.
get a candle.
I can do that.
Alright, man. Cool. Yeah, sure. We'll get you some sort of potion-y stuff. Why not?
Oh, that must be it.
Okay.
Here, anything else?
I
Yes.
have had possum.
Concentrated
I've had
rose.
gator tail.
It's just behind me.
I'll get
Let's see
it.
what else have I
What's
had.
a great
They used to have
word?
these wild
Can I
game
eat it?
feasts that we
It
go
is the
to at
elixir
a local
that
church. They're pretty
illuminates
good.
your
They always have
path.
some interesting stuff.
Beacon for the
I've heard
bearer of the
manatee tastes
nebula.
like pork,
It came to
but
me during the night.
I cannot vouch for that myself.
Here.
Good. So, the angel's tear, the pinnacle of alchemy.
The elixir.
I would say the Philosopher's Stone's the pinnacle of alchemy. You know, anytime you're turning lead into gold is, oh no, that's a pinnacle of alchemy. It's
supposed to
the
do that?
ultimate alchemical
It
objective.
doesn't matter, Lucas. Perhaps we should let you rest, right, Hugo?
Well done, Lucas. You're a sorcerer.
Your friend ate a
Come
scrotum.
on.
I'm coming.
Honestly, a lot of yoga. That's the easiest way. Manatee was the cow of the sea. Honestly, it's shaped like a giant pig, so I could kind of see that would,
Maybe Laurentius.
that would
too.
be pork-ish. Paul, I think it was actually your dad that told that story. He said he had a friend that was out on like a boat, like trolling around, and like hit a manatee and like decided he wanted to eat it. Because, you know, Florida man.
By the way,
That's
have
what
you
Florida
seen
man
Nelly?
does.
No?
Eats manatees and
She's
stupid things
maybe
like
she's
that.
already gone.
I should
no.
light that
I
fire again.
wanted to say goodbye to her.
Wow. This castle must have been empty for centuries.
No, honestly, a castle that had been repaired 50 years, 60 years, it would start to rot in and on itself. These things require constant maintenance. Nature comes back to claim things a lot faster than you'd think they would.
Having fun, are you? I'm sure the Inquisition are too. Melly, we thought you'd gone. Come on. We need to talk.
That is not a good... We need to talk. That's we need to talk, and one of us
What's
is
the
about to
matter?
break up with the
This
other one.
castle is a ruin. And that's exactly what you need. Whoever built this place really didn't want to be fucked with. Be good and you'll be fine. So, you're going to find Arthur? If I can help, he's my problem. You heard what I heard. Those Inquisition dogs took him to the Bastion. I know where to look. I'll find him.
Bastion, not the same as Bastille.
Listen, with Hugo, it doesn't look easy, but believe me, it's worth it. He will save you. They always end up saving us. Even if, you know, brothers, sometimes you just want to kill them.
The symbolism, Amicia.
I believe you. Anyway, don't leave without saying goodbye. As if that was my style.
Amicia, please come.
Yes, Hugo, what did you find?
Some super cryptic symbols that we're about to have to
It's the
align.
drawing.
What drawing?
The one in the dining room. I'll show you. Come on.
I'm following you.
What am I looking at? Inspect the symbol in the Great Hall. The weird, like, triangle thing. I think he's about to say the weird triangle thing. Bastille and Bastion. It's this location, probably in this case. We're not going to Paris, if I had to guess. So
Lucas will be happy.
we're probably gonna...
Look, it's the same symbols.
You're right.
Yeah, that's right, that little
Alchemist coat of arms, maybe?
three-pointed thing
the
again.
tree?
The tree?
Come on, over here.
Got a bird, chemical. Kid. I sit down, he wants to run off again. Just like
We've got a
having an
lot of
actual
work to do.
child. It's just chasing them constantly because they want to do things and like bounce between different ideas.
Come back. Where are you going?
You found new friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I put Vote Mario Graham up earlier tonight. Yeah, always having to pull open the Nord's Claw and then look at the combination on the bottom and then put it in. It just felt like this is a really unnecessary step. Can you not like just like pull it up for me at the same time? Like having to go through the menu and find the stupid claw every time.
Amicia?
Oh, you have one too, huh? Yggdrasil, the World Tree. That's definitely what that's derived from. Also, blatantly identifies you as nobles, children of the Darun family. So yeah, you probably shouldn't wear those anymore.
Listen, we are going to find a way to cure you.
To be fair, so far you guys are solving the puzzles. I'm not getting distracted because I'm
Lucas.
ass at them to begin
butterflies.
with.
Looks like someone's having a good time.
You know, that nose scar does not look like it's gonna heal. It looks like it's gonna leave some like really wicked stuff on you.
Yes. The macula is spreading through his blood. The books say there are several thresholds in the process, and at each threshold, the carrier may be lost.
How much time do we have?
Very
Yeah,
little.
this is still one of those things I've never heard of a disease like this. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be
My
based
master
on, or
and
is this
your
something
mother
entirely
tried to
made up
slow
for
the
this one?
process
Like,
down.
But
it'd
how?
be like a
What
slow
were they doing?
blood thing spreading up like that. I
They
mean,
were
but then
working
again,
on a
I've
very
never seen the
complex
Black Death
elixir
visualize as
that would
hordes of
allow them
rats,
time to
so...
prepare.
And do you know how to do it?
I don't have their knowledge, but their work was inspired by a forbidden book, the Sanguinis Itinera.
So perhaps...
Sanguinis, blood.
I'm afraid not.
Sanguinis Itinera.
Sanguinis
So,
Itinera
the
is
next
dangerous.
blood, the order of
It
blood,
is sealed together with
progression
other
of blood.
books in the university basement. Just getting there would be near impossible. Suicidal even.
We're gonna break into a
Normally,
university.
yes.
I like
But
it.
if we take advantage of the current chaos,
You son
we
of a
might have a
bitch.
chance.
I'm
I know
in.
the place. It's in town, not
It's a
far
caper
from
of the
where they took my
century.
brother. If you're ready to
We're gonna need a
take that
crack
risk,
team.
I can
Get
help
her.
you get in.
Lockpick right there. We
Thank
got our
you.
kid medicinal dude that throws bombs.
I'll get my
Chick's
belongings
good with
together.
her
Meet me
sling, so
inside
she's the
when you want to
muscle.
leave.
In that
And then there's a
case,
little
you'll need to
diseased
equip
kid
me.
who can fit through
I'll
small
get you ready.
spaces. Oh my god.
Hugo,
It's the perfect squad.
I'm really sorry. I need to leave.
Don't worry, I'll stay with Lucas.
Good. I'll be back soon.
You say you thought it was disease in the Black Death. It kinda is. I mean, you had these black bubles that would pop up. So I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
Father?
It'd be much more like a
Mother?
single black mark in area
You'll
as opposed to
always
like
be
a
here.
slowly
with us.
spreading thing. Hey man, these are nobles kids. All they
What have you
do
found?
is
It's St. John's wort.
get forced education by reading
Oh,
old Latin
it will
books.
protect you when
That
you
was the
go to a
version of
town.
be
education back in the
powerful
day.
stuff.
Yes,
Translating
it's a
your
very
Roman
good flower.
authors.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
St. John's warts. I love the Black Death is now called the rat disease. Alright. Got free movement now, so that's good. Assume wants me to go do thing. So let's go do thing. Oh, your first time having me watch this game. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, we're on chapter 7 out of, I think, 16 or so. So we got a couple that you might want to watch before you get to this one, because we're kind of a little far in.
At last. All right, come on.
Here, and one last thing. Laurentius told me once. that
Ringworm,
there
for
are
one,
roses
can cause
scattered along
parasite
the paths of the book.
skin
So keep your eyes open.
discolorations.
Roses. All right, we will.
And that's also chapter 8. Chapter 8 was a very weird chapter in which we walked around our house a lot and talked about things. The ordering of the chapters in this game is completely random to me. It's just like, here's a thing, and then it's going to last for an hour. And this one's going to last for 5 minutes, but this is going to be 5 and 15 minutes. And they really need to like figure out their pacing here.
Shh, there are the town ramparts.
We're going to break into a town. Can we put our hood up and make it Assassin's Creed? Like, do we have a town, like a hood toggle option? No? Alright, that's fine. Ooh, we're getting some little minaret-style towers up there, those little pointies. We're definitely in the 1300s now.
What's that crowd on the bridge? It's the townsfolk. They're being evacuated. Let me guess. The bite's here. Exactly. And where there's the bite, you'll also find the Inquisition. Aren't you the smart
Interesting.
one?
So the Inquisition is going where the bite is here. But yeah, no, I mean, evacuating a town that's full of them would make sense, except for the fact they're now going to spread it to the next town, because that's how the disease actually worked.
Did you know
The only real effective way of handling it was to
I
stay at
used to work
home
with
and
him.
quarantine, which is what everyone in the
He was
entire world is
gifted,
doing right
so
now.
That's the punishment for stealing. Death. I don't want to find Arthur with that kind of collar.
The
Come
punishment
on.
for stealing was not
Let's go.
death. The punishment for stealing was getting put in a pillory and beaten. So that's actually a pillory. Pillories are not meant for you to die in. They're sort of a public humiliation. So if you can imagine, what they would actually do is this guy would be stuck up here, and his family members would come up there and feed him every day and stuff like that. But in the meantime, you'd get slapped and beat and whatever in the meanwhile. But I mean, it would be like a day or two. I mean, any longer than that, and obviously it would kill them. I mean, these punishments, medieval punishments, we tend to look at as brutal, but I mean, they're not excessively brutal. A lot of the stuff that we think about when it comes to medieval torture today was actually imagined by the Victorians, especially things like the Iron Maidens and, you know, those weird vagina holder things. Like, have you ever seen the chastity belts with like teeth and stuff? No, the Victorians made that. Yeah, the pillory was a humiliation device, not an execution device.
Over to you, Melly. Yes, I'll open this. Then I'll go take care of Arthur. All right, so where will I find the university? It's the
What was
big
it called?
building
The
at the other end.
plume?
You can't miss it. Do you
It's
think
sort of the one that open.
we'll see
It
each other
almost looks
again?
like a
I hope
cucumber,
so.
and you screw the bottom, and it
Only.
spreads open.
Shit.
Everyone's like, "Oh yes, you would insert this
Losing
into a
another
man's
time.
anus and spin it, and then it would expand
best.
outwards and
There you
burst."
go. Go
Yeah,
on.
no, that shit ain't
Keep going.
authentic. That was made much later because the Victorians came up with a lot of really clever stuff like that, and were super pleased with
You too.
themselves. Iron Maidens are terribly inefficient. It's like, what's the purpose? So if you're trying to kill someone, there's faster ways. If you're trying to torture someone, well, you wouldn't want to murder them in the meantime. Really wonderful book about torture in the 1500s called The Faithful Executioner, which actually goes into how these
What are they
torture was
doing?
implemented. Because every time somebody tortured someone, they're trying to get information, and if it turns out they were innocent or whatever else, you can't just murder them afterwards. They had to be able to be patched back up. So you try not to do anything that you can't undo later. The bull, yeah. Things like the bronze bulls and brass bulls where they put people inside of them and heat the bull up so it starts screaming and kills them. Yeah, that was a legitimate, like, execution
Over
device.
there. That must be the university.
Oh, we're in an actual town right now.
All that light.
You know,
Don't
interestingly,
like
this is not unlike medieval Paris, where it would have been the outside walls, minarets around the edges. We got the university, and then we got the bastion instead of the Bastille. But I mean, it's the same concept. Did they give this town a name? They did. It's just like generic French town.
It's a way off. But you
All
can
right, how
do
about we
this.
grab one of these halberds so we can stab
Here
people?
we go.
No? We're just gonna keep on going. All right, it's cool. You got this. Let's sneak across the
This is your
town.
last warning before we drag you out on your ass.
Stretching tables were very popular. Any kind of rack mechanism where you take someone and like stretch those limbs, people love doing that because you can stretch without like tearing the ligaments if you know what you're doing. And these guys were experts. I mean, in the case of the faithful executioner, he's a dude who traveled from town to town because it's an expert degree of knowledge required to successfully extract information and then heal them back up afterwards. So they would go where needed. And if they needed to kill someone, he'd do that too.
Last call! By order of the Grand Inquisitor Vitalis, martial law is enforced, and the city under
Okay.
the control of the
Here's a
Inquisition.
helmet,
Any
which
people
should
who
mean
choose
that
to
I
live
can't
will be arrested
smack a
and
do
executed.
him.
Martial law. Unbelievable. Why now?
Does it work on a particular body part? Which one? Oh wait, no, okay, I see what I'm supposed to do now. Need an ignifier. Expelliarmus. Sorry. But he's got a helmet on, so I gotta do the helmet-y do thing. Like, hey man, guess what? Are you coming this way? Shit, don't be too close. Where's he facing? What? Guess what? As we take this off. Ugh. Fall for it every time. Nothing like getting corrosive dust right in your eyes and then getting smacked in the face to really set you apart there. Okay. We are one step closer to where we need to go. This does not actually solve our underlying problem, which is can't get past the rats. Back off, rats. Did I kill him in the wrong place? Should I have killed him right over there so that he fell in a certain location? I feel like I killed him in the wrong spot. This game has specific murder. Alright. Hate to use one of our little pot things, but I don't see what else to do right here. I think that's the point of it. That was not the right button. Alright. Luminosa. That one. Toss it right there, and it goes boom, and now I can run through super quick. Oh. Yep, I think I was supposed to kill him right there, and then I could have used his body with its flaming torch to get through the rest of the way. Oh, there's a pile of sticks behind me. Was there seriously? Where? Ah, it doesn't matter now. I made it through. Gotta use the tools you have at hand, which in my case is bombs. I can always remember. Bombs. Use a little Greek fire. Make everybody regret ever being born. See the helmet on? He does not have a helmet on. Hey buddy, guess what? I could do it that way, but I'm gonna do it that way. Because it's funnier to watch you get eaten by rats. Oh shit. Okay. Made you miss. I love this version now. See, now I'm armed enough that I don't have to worry about it. I just let them do terrible things. You know, I could have been stealthy right there. I could have done many things. And instead I just murdered them. Man, that is really, really, really unsettling to think about what that says to me as a person, I suppose. There's always a stealth option. Whenever I play a game, I do not take that option. Given an option to run in the middle of a battle, screaming, swinging a two-handed sword, or stealthing around the edge, I will throw a firebomb and then run into the middle. One of the consumables is give you alternative ways, so you're good. Yeah, I thought so.
What about that things?
You saw what they do to people? We have to leave. If the Inquisition takes us...
It's gonna hit one with a rock and won't let me. Yep. You guys should probably keep moving, because those rats are not gonna like chill. They seem to have no chill actually, like just zero chill. There are many pets I've always found interesting. Rats are not one of those pets. I had friends with snakes and stuff like that. I didn't like them, but I mean, at least I understand the attraction. Rats, nah. Yeah, this is a game that would be very cool in virtual reality. Every time I see something for Half-Life Alyx, I'm like, that looks really fun. But this game in particular, where you're just kind of overwhelmed by rats around you all the time, like, I just feel like it would be really cool to have to fight back against all that. Okay. Got a stick. Assume I'm not following those guys, because that's an endless sea of rats, which seems a bit much. Yeah, I think I had it right. Let's go back that way. Feed the rats a chill pill. Nope, I don't feed them chill pills. I feed them French soldiers. Which my English forefathers would be very proud of. It's the correct way to handle the French.
What's going on?
No! He's my husband!
He was your husband. It's all over for him now, so get lost.
I mean, that's harsh, but he's being fair. I mean, it's saving her life, though she doesn't want to realize that one. And they gave me a rock. Why are they giving me rocks? Probably because they do a thing. Fine, I will drop stick, because it knows you can't do... Oh. Okay, well, so I guess the guy hung himself as opposed to actually... Okay. Sorry, bud. That legitimately is a sucky way to die. Like, I actually feel for you a little bit. I don't, but I kind of feel for you a little bit. Did Rome even care if you were a different race in the city? Interestingly, Romans were much more interested in, like, societal and social structures, so they cared if you were a plebeian versus the upper-level guys. And typically, what was also accompanied with that... How's this? To be one of the upper-level guys, you pretty much had to be an Italian, Roman, white guy. And so, beneath them were the, you know, the crappy guys, the generic ones, and you really couldn't get to be the highest level without being an Italian white guy. So it wasn't necessarily patrician. Thank you for the word there. And it was not necessarily necessary to be racist. It was racist de facto, not de jure. Right. So this is a very specific item right here. This actually used to hang just outside of Paris in the 1340s. It would be on top of a hill, but it was a multi-story gibbet. You can see this is a real thing. It actually existed and looked just like that, and that's so freaking cool to see. Now, fun thing, the lead executioner would have to go up there, hang them, and he would also be responsible for pulling down the bodies. And in the middle is actually a charnel pit, and all the bodies of the criminals and executed had to be dropped in there at the end. But the whole point was, after they hanged you, they had to leave you up there until you were rotten and dead. You couldn't come get them in the meantime. That was illegal. So, real thing though. I was writing a script for something set during this era, and that came up. Oh man, that is so cool they actually modeled that gibbet out. Like, these are very, I mean, these multi-story ones that were very uncommon, they weren't. Oh, that rat noise. Yeah, see? That pit right here in the middle where you can see all these bodies. What I was talking about here.
Right.
Oh, God.
Stay calm.
Yep. Oh, that is so cool they modeled that. So disgusting. So cool. What was the name of this? It was a specific location, like Mortuary Hill, or what was the name of it? Cemetery Hill, something like that. It's one of those generic sounding names, but that is the point of it. Okay, I feel like I did. Oh, there we go. Stop skipping up. Flash. Yeah, especially during the summer, people decay pretty quick, and obviously as they decay, they only decay for so long before the ligaments and stuff come free, and, you know, they just kind of drop down. So, okay. Come over here, get a bunch of stuff, maybe get a torch.
Nothing at all.
Oh, he just looked directly at me. Haha. Somehow I didn't die. Right, I assume the game wants me to keep going that way. So I think it's kind of dropped down now. We're just going to like stealth this. Look at that. Boom. I'm going to stealth my way through this challenge. Look at that. So sneaky. Hey bro, what happened to you? I don't think I'm going the right way though. I don't think I'm going the right way. I don't think I'm going the right way, and the torch is about to go out. The torch is about to go out, and I'm not going the right way. Alright, I messed up right there. Alright, so he's right there. Where is it wanting me to go? Yes, executing people is hard work. Humorously enough, it is not an easy occupation. Alright, so I had a torch right there. Want me to go in through that window, maybe? I don't know. I hate to just murder this guy randomly, but I'm getting really close to murdering this guy randomly. Hole under the thingy next to you. Well, that's the way I came in, right? So, behind me. Right, so... Saw nothing.
What do we have here?
Right, okay, so... Door? Door. No, it's not. Door. Door. This is not the murder hole I came out of. I came out of a different murder hole? Okay. You know what? This guy's really annoying. Hold on.
So
Hey, bud.
nothing here.
Okay, good news and I got bad news. Good news, you don't have to wear the helmet anymore. Bad news, I don't think you're going to worry about it anymore after that. It's not the way I came in. Alright, so I was just psychopathic the entire time. It's a different hole. Oh, but I do need the torch because clearly there are rats in there. Oh yeah, I see what's supposed to happen now. I'm just crazy. I thought that was the same hole. Boop. Yep, you're right. I was on the wrong side of the fence. My mistake.
Don't look.
Like all the where the bars have rusted slightly, so as the blood we hit down and the intestines are dripping from the top. Someone had a lot of fun when they modeled that.
Remember the scriptures. I'd dig them. I'd look.
You know, I don't have to murder him. I don't have to. I don't have to. But I want to. I mean, I just want to. Let's be honest here. There we go. Shh. Shh. It's okay. Don't fight it. Let's go to sleep. Never wake. Watch this. Now I know he's not chloroformed because I can do this. If he was chloroformed, yeah, he'd wake back up. He's not getting back up. That's just something you tell the little kid so he doesn't feel bad about you murdering people. That looks like a rat hole to me. That looks like something rat pours out of. So.
I made it. Oh, but I'll never forget this.
Have I played Sekiro? I have not played Sekiro because, as I recall, it's a stealth-based ninja fighting game where you have to be very, very specific about your movements, and if you do it even partially wrong, you instantly die. A fairly accurate description of Sekiro. It's like Dark Souls, except with is there a clothesline missing? Oh, it's just really tiny. It's actually pretty accurate though with the clothesline. Dark Souls, except with shoguns.
The university.
Shogunate.
See? Keep going. The cemetery. It's on the way. I really don't.
You know what, man? The further we go in this, the more I really do think this is supposed to be Paris, because we're even in the cemetery in the middle of the town right now, which was very uncommon in this period. These cemeteries started going out of style because basically people realized you can't just keep burying people right in the middle of a town. Bad things happen. Keep that up. Alright, what is this?
The Inquisition must have put it here.
Light beam can clear a path for Amica for the rats.
Clever.
Oh, it's a mirror. Ah! Oh, it's a lantern on the front. Oh, okay, so yeah. This is a lot of, if you guys have not seen Kingdom Season 2 yet, similar kind of stuff with dealing with light and all that. Excellent show, by the way. Korean zombies. Really hard to go wrong with that one. Okay, can I upgrade anything, or did I spend it all smacking people with... Yeah, it's my fault.
Come on, mate. Give me a few coins at least.
No.
Yeah, it's super good. If you haven't seen Season 2 yet, it delivers on the promise of the first season and gives you a ludicrously good battle right at the opening. I mean, like, they must murder a couple hundred zombies on screen. It's very cool, especially the way it's shot. So in all these situations, I'm not sure I have to murder this guy. I think I'm just supposed to... Nope, I got that wrong. Nope, I got it wrong. I have to murder him. You know, it's the funny thing about the finale is it actually defies its own logic. I assume you're talking about like the last couple seconds of the show, or do you mean like the finale of the episode? Like, which one do you mean? Yeah, I thought it was going to end in Season 2 too. I liked the idea of them going north. I thought that was really cool, but I think that the actual logic of what happened there at the end with revealing the thing that I'm not going to say specifically to people who haven't seen the show, but it was a little bit of a cop-out. Just because it defies the logic of the show at that point. Like, you know, they've shown that, oh, these things have to be destroyed, that it shouldn't be there. So when it is still there, it was very much surprising to me.
Everyone's got a bit of treasure.
You got a helmet on?
Do something.
I think I'm supposed to gas him. I'm just going to gas him.
will teach you.
Sorry, bud. Oh, because he was looting a corpse? Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking of boobles and stuff like that, we were talking about what it looks like when you get the Black Death. That's those little crazy dark dots around that guy right there. Oof. I'm so glad that it's not something that has to be dealt with on a daily basis these days. That, you know, it's rough what's going on outside right now. It's not the same as finding rotting corpses everywhere. Oh, yeah, no, he's right. I could have just moved the lantern. I didn't have to murder him. Whoever told me I had to murder him, I think that you purposely misled me right there. And that death was on your hands, not mine. I don't claim that one. Okay. I've been playing a little bit of Breath of the Wild recently, and I'm still trying to get used to the fact that the A button is where the B button is on a Xbox. It's definitely getting worse, especially in the United States. The coronavirus is not doing well, and I honestly do think the estimates of around, 100,000 plus deaths are probably going to be accurate. There's a big difference between 100,000 plus deaths and a quarter of the population of the United States, which would be, what, 100 million? So we're doing a heck of a lot better than they managed during the period, and I really do hope it stays that way for our sake and for everyone else's as well.
If I may be so bold,
yeah, there were rats right next to him. Let's just assume they would have gotten him. Yeah, man. Canada's handling. How's Canada doing with it? I actually haven't heard much about Canada. I get a lot of my news from NHK Japan, ironically, just because it's a nice independent news source. That and the BBC. I haven't heard much about Canada at all, though.
That is just one of the effects of the episanguis.
Episanguis. So sanguis yet again was the episanguis epicenter. The center of something. So center blood? The naming on this stuff's very weird Latin. Hey, you know you can tell who is a flagellant? That guy. Everything about him says he takes things and beats himself with it. Yep. And purify his sins, everyone around him, by beating himself harder. Some people you can just kind of tell. See that sickly disposition, weird pallor. Definitely beats himself.
Imagine you spill some on your feet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Core of the population is 75 billion exactly. As I recall, ours is around 360, so I did round a little bit. 2K deaths or 2K cases?
What's that? I need to see this.
We're gonna go in that old church. Oh, we're gonna try and steal that thing.
Come on, it's just a cemetery.
That is a mass grave. That is a serious mass grave. Wow.
More bodies.
So they actually do occasionally still find bubonic plague mass pits like this. This is something that did happen during the period. They would just try and dispose of as many bodies as possible. And if you are wondering, yes, you can still get the plague that way. So as they are going through it, they like shut it down. They make people put on hazmat suits and find ways to actually try and to excavate them because they're just too dangerous. Because they're even these years later still infectious.
What are you so excited about?
Right, ignifier.
Oh wow.
What is this?
So this is episanguis. Right.
Episanguis, huh?
Episanguis.
You can now craft odorous.
Craft them up together.
So it smells. So something that smells, odorous. Can I go back out the same way? Nope, it's gonna make me use the thing to get out. Alright, cool, we can do that. Odorous. Attracts rats from the surrounding area. Craft.
Now, we just have to try it out.
Okay,
Lucas,
so...
this one's for you.
Right, everybody goes over there now? Huh. Looks like a rat attractant. I do find it interesting that it's fueled by warpstone as well. It's got that warpstone green thing going on.
The effect doesn't last long.
We can't go in the church. I'd like to go in the church. The churches are very well designed in this game. Right, so I think it wants me to go... Oh, sons of beast. Come on, that was not even fair. I was nowhere near them.
So this is episanguis.
Yeah, right. I can craft Odorous. I know how. We're going to take Dolores here. We're going to toss Dolores over there. We're just going to go look at the Dolores.
It's working.
Get good or get wrecked. Yeah, I am not a high-intensity gamer. I am has a lot of information about the game and can't really be expected to be doing A-tier plays at the same time while also giving you bounties of historical information at the same time. You really gotta kind of pick between the two, I personally feel. You can either have a lot of information or have someone that can headshot someone from 40 yards away.
Come on, it's not that far.
It is not that far, you're right. And that's a light source thing right there, so I guess I gotta go Doris my way over there. So like a Doris you guys right here maybe, and be like, Doris. And you're like, we're gonna go towards whatever that thing is. I'm gonna get our light. We're gonna turn it. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna keep it pointed to right there. They're gonna get bored here in a second, and they're gonna come back over here. Nope, I was mistaken. That is not the way that needs to turn. They go the other way. Scramble. Let's try that again. Oh, come on. That's right. Back up, smack you face in the head. Whew. Not a speedrunner, but a lore master. Yep, that's fairly accurate. I don't really do speedruns. I don't really do high-level, crazy play. I just enjoy myself, kind of have fun doing it, and give a good taste of what the average person's experience is like for most games. You know, I think that a lot of games fall into a couple different categories. Gamers, you know, you have your guys like Legend of Total War and Pixelated Apollo, guys like that. You know, their whole thing is trying to play at the highest level possible at all times and giving tips while doing it. Where? Yeah, it wants me to go right there. I see what it wants me to do. But, you know, I think for certain games, it's fun and all. There's only so much you can do with that. Okay, you know what? That is clearly not what you guys are supposed to be doing. Okay. But what in the... Oh, come on. I like how she's getting bit by one rat and just dies right now. Like, come on. It was easily survivable. Right. If I can get down there, I can climb on it. Right, so I need to get down there to climb on it. I guess is what she's saying. What the hell? We tried to get up there a minute ago. Right, so turn the lantern. Yeah, I'm better than I made myself out to be in Total War, that's for sure. It's just I'm generally just playing for fun. I'm not gonna do the same thing as if I'm playing on a stream or whatever. Like, you know, I don't like go in trying to fight the crazy AI, but I'm perfectly competent. Okay, got the thing, and you guys are right here. Where does it want me to go? That is true. Well, it wasn't bites based on the Bubonic Plague. It was bite from fleas instead of rats, but concept still applies, I suppose. Alright, okay, now I see what this guy do. I gotta point it at that thing over there, which keeps the rats basically clear of it. And I have to use my newfound ability to ease them to be like, hey guys, go get it. There you go. That's right. Good rats.
The rest won't keep them in there for long. I need to block them once and for all.
I need to block them once and for all. Okay, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Okay, let's try getting on this side. Like, I can... Well, it says block them once and for all. Does that not mean move it over there? That was the rats at the time, right? No, well, no. I mean, a rat bite's a rat bite. I mean, it just sucks being bit by a rat. The thing that's actually transmitting the plague was the flea bites. I mean, you can get bit by a rat today. It just sucks because it's like highly infectious. Okay, I'm not crazy here. Alright, so where is she? Any tips on this one? Because I thought I had it correct just then. Oh yeah, man, it's 12:35 here as well.
I need to block them once and for all.
It's just one of those things where... Block them once and for all. What is she talking about? I don't want to kind of get through this game a little further.
As if this place wasn't sinister enough.
Yeah, that is super creepy. I legitimately meant that too. Throw the odor in the pit. Block the pit with the light. Oh, yeah. See, that makes sense. Okay. So just die. Yeah, just die. That's why it's red. Just die. Throw the odor in the pit. Block the pit with the light. Right, so
Down there. I could climb on it.
I kind of like aim it right there, and everyone's like, it's totally legit. And you sweep it around so it pushes them in. Yep, I see. Yep, that makes sense. So that's why I wanted to do that specific motion right there. Then you move this thing around, and you can then drop down like we were a minute ago. We can get our way up to that little ledge that we wanted to go to. Okay, or we can do it this way, whichever way you want to do it. Are we pushing or pulling? What are we doing here? We are figuring out how to move something. That's what we're doing. I'm going to back up slowly with no way of looking behind us. Seriously, game? That's what we're going to do? Oh my goodness. This should not be this difficult. Come on. Like, steering mechanics. Help me out a little bit. Just a little bit. Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright, nope. Oh my goodness. This is driving me crazy. Just keep pushing. Maybe it'll let me through. There it goes. Come on. I get the impression you're not supposed to be doing something. Oh, there it goes. That is really, really glitchy for what they wanted me to do in that case.
Very discreet. Right. Now
I know, right? Like, it's like, come on, just a little bit further. We can do it. You're backing a boat into a lake.
You're doing it.
Yeah, turn the opposite way you want to go. Yeah, look, it's more stuff and supplies. Can't probably use, but we'll loot anyway because it's fun. There's a really fancy table will be hanging out outside right now. Okay. Here we go. Almost in the university.
My God, what happened here?
Good question. People should not be impaled on those. That is a legitimate question.
I'm getting closer. Your book better really exist, Lucas.
I don't think he would lie to you. But man alive, this is getting... Wow!
Oh, Lord.
Leaving perfectly good spears around, by the way.
They've slaughtered them.
Yeah. Jeez, at least this is the slummy part of town.
The rats! They've unleashed the rats! Help me!
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't believe it. They used the rats against the sick.
Well, that's what they're implying. Which sounds a little messed up to me, but hey, you know what? I mean, that's what we're going to believe how Inquisitors used to work. That seems to be the...
What have you got to say that's so important? Scream.
Odorous. I could try.
They'll give you a
You can
reason
shoot
to
a
yell
Taurus
once you're
can
in
be
the
used to
bastion.
attract
You'll
rats to them.
They'll cut
Yeah, I
you
suppose
up
we're not
real
supposed to have any qualms with murdering them now after that. Oh, you can just peg them in the head with it. I like that. Hap, how's that? Oh, that's way better than sleeping gas. She's not even like pretending anymore. She's just like, yep, no, we're just gonna get him every single time. Hey man, thanks so much for giving me a little super chat on that. I appreciate it. And that's awesome you enjoyed it. I just enabled those super chats today, so it's really cool to see those things actually work. Yeah, I spent a long time writing that thing. It was it's surprisingly hard to write them. That's kind of the fun part, is coming up with all the jokes, but it takes a week or two. You can't really rush the humor.
What's that?
This was a mistake.
I'll have to go.
Right. You know what a shield doesn't do much against? Rats. Just hordes of rats.
Why are they still
That
here?
is just the nastiest little weapon every time in Mankind. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed making it the Volkmar. It's gotten a pretty good response so far, which I definitely dig on. So every time I spend watching those, I get a kick out of it. It's nice to see people enjoying them, to say the least.
Shut the fuck up! Stop crying! I don't want to hear another peep out of you. Nothing.
Okay. Any suggestions on which one you'd like to see next, man? Well, that didn't work.
Stay alert. We keep looking. We'll find them.
Yeah, I really thought they were gonna let me just murder that guy, but no, they're gonna make it difficult. Okay, that's fine. I get double teamed. It's all right. Yeah, as soon as I hit him with that little pestilence thing and it did not work, I was like, well, that's my cue, I suppose.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Come on, which way are you going?
What the hell happened? You proud of yourself? So, there you are.
Oh, come on. I thought you going to investigate your friend's body would take a little longer than that. You really didn't care about him very much, and you invited him to his wedding and everything. I don't even know what to do with you after that. It's disappointing for both of us, frankly. I mean, if you're just going to be that way, I'll just have to do the old-fashioned way. I stand up, and I do this number, and then I do that, and I'm like, hey, man, guess what? Got a surprise for you. It's called Rock in the Face. Surprise! Hey! Joined in. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for becoming a member. Don't forget to check out, we got a Discord now. I set one of those up. So if you ever want to just chat on there, it's an easy way of doing it. Yeah, and for other people that are watching the channel and stuff like that, I do realize we're in the middle of a quarantine, so I don't expect anybody to sign up for that stuff right now. But, you know, once it's all over, if you guys want to hop in, I would definitely appreciate it. It's kind of fun to do. But, yeah, congratulations, man. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Any ideas what the names are from? Nobody seems to have guessed it yet. For the different tiers. Hey, wait, no. Okay. Yeah, gonna just, Odoris it. There we go, we're gonna Doris it. And then we Bladoris. Alright. Come on, run. Go.
You there? I'm burning up inside. Tell me what to do.
I got good news and I got bad news, buddy. So good news is I'm gonna help you out, right? But it's gonna... Oh, okay. No, it wasn't gonna let me put him out of his misery. I'm gonna let him just... Let him die slowly. Okay. Oof.
The university must be close.
University must be close. So it's cool that YouTube actually tells me if people subscribe and donate. And man, that is really nasty looking water. Oh, really unfortunate for everyone. So tonight's stream should be going out in either 1080p or 1440p. Can anybody confirm if it's going out in 1440 or 1080? Because I'm actually playing at 1440 over here. I'm not sure if it's down converting or not.
Vitalis, the butcher who killed my father works for you. His blood is on your hands too.
Okay, yep. Reach the university. 1080? Lame. But that's okay. Alright, so we got a lot of rats. And we got a lot of cages. And this is going to end really poorly for you, bud. I'm just going to be honest with you. Just sorry about that. That's multiple deaths. She is becoming a mass murdering psychopath. Like, I really feel like someone needs to address this stuff. Because, at least he moves slowly. Okay. Yep. And I can kinda... Exterminus. Oh, come on. Okay. Gotta murder more people. The Tomb Raider dilemma is a beautiful way of describing that. Just how many people do you feel like you need to murder to get through the game? The answer is never enough murder. Apparently in this game. Narrative dissonance. Yeah, the Tomb Raider games were definitely couldn't figure out what message they were going to say. Either murder is bad and it's going to, you know, mess you up, or it's not. Murder is okay, and it's Tomb Raider couldn't quite figure out how to do that. They didn't really want to do their things and eat it too. A Dwarf Noobs guide would be good. You know, I'm actually considering doing Dwarfs next. Dwarfs are one of the very few campaigns that I've actually finished. So I rather like the Dwarves. Any particular Dwarf you're a big fan of, man? I'm going to give it to a Danion to do one for, because he likes the Dwarves as well. Let's see here. We're too far away to actually whatever this guy, so let's sleep him to death. Yeah, which you don't get to use till the end of the first game, but when you do, it's so much fun. And I was really disappointed you couldn't get to use that a little more in the second game. By the time you get to the third game, though, they just completely lost the train of thought. I played the weird, like, jungle predator one recently, and I was very underwhelmed. They seem to have gone entirely a stealth route as opposed to the gunplay. So it was a very odd choice for them. I've heard a lot of people ask for Grombendal, the white dwarf, like the spirit white dwarf guy. Seems to be one they're really keen on. Alright, bud, you know what? It's your lucky night. Watch this. Go look at that.
Sound?
I'm gonna let you live. Go ahead. You're welcome. You're welcome. Just remember this night, the night you didn't die. See this? This is me crab walking away from you. You're welcome.
Finally.
What's happening about the Episanguis?
That is a really creepy card of death.
What on earth are they doing here?
I really thought I was going to.
They've got heavy armor.
Alchemists.
Too risky.
They're a bit hoity-toity, but at least they know how to
They
read.
do have
That
heavy
doesn't
armor.
give them the right to act like
Speaking of war
assholes.
chariots of Volkmar, get a load of this thing. Got a gibbet in the back. We got torches on the sides. I mean, you could ride this into battle and seriously scare some folks. Yeah, I do play the Mountain Blade. I actually streamed it really recently, and I want to get back to it. I just kind of wanted to finish this game up first before I kind of invested a lot of time moving over to Mountain Blade. Just because the controls are so different. I didn't really want to... You know what? Have you ever... I don't think I can devour Devorantis or whatever this guy, because he got that stupid shield. I'll let him... This is the silliest fight ever. Look at him like slowly coming at me. I love it. Reminds me of oh wait, no, oh shit, they all have it. Any rats around here I can use? Nope. Like Resident Evil 3, there's like slowly coming at me. There you go. There you go. For Mountain Blade, I have not. There's one called Sword and Sorcery that's got a really cool lightsaber mod, though. It's a VR game. That one looks like a lot of fun. It's just like slowly chasing me. I'm just gonna move at a light jog and somehow bypass this sequence. Oh, come on. No, this is a dead end. Seriously? Oh, I was having such fun light jogging past them. Okay. This way, Grand Inquisitor, is you fun to follow me.
What on earth are they doing here?
Alright, so we gotta go inside. That looks like a rose window, by the way.
Shit. I really thought I was going to thump one of those alchemists.
Simmer down.
Okay, so, I mean, there's torches right there, which implies that's where they want me to go.
Right to act like assholes. Anyway,
Where does it want me to go over there?
one of them said
Question.
Vitalis isn't doing so well.
We knew it was coming. We'll have to pray for
In
him.
general, in games like this,
I was told the Grand Inquisitor.
you're meant to go that dead end, but it closes off if you're spotted. Really? Really? It'd be a heck of a mechanic if they did it that way. Yeah, anytime there's a light, yep, it's exactly what it did. You can't be spotted and get to the door, because it's going to trigger a cutscene. That's why. Make sure to like it on the stream.
The book.
What do you mean?
Remember Lucas said in the basement, the path is strewn with roses.
Yeah, I don't have a VR headset,
Wherever would
and
I
I
find
also have
roses
small
here?
children, which is another way of assuming that I should never get a VR headset, because Lord knows they'll find a way to wreck it, and you also can't really have that stuff on while you're playing. So here's some fun tapestries. These are actual medieval tapestries. You can tell because the horses look like lions, which is really weird. But this is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse riding in and trampling onto people. This is sort of random depiction of roughly the 2 battles going on there. And look at this cloth physics, I like that. And what do we got over here? Something else pretty good? A lot of unicorns during the Middle Ages. Oh, lovely. This is a depiction of the Book of Revelations, when the Christ will come back and fight the embodiment of Satan, depicted right here. That's why they have the multiple heads, because John, the guy who wrote that one, was basically huffing a lot of stuff at the time. This is a really famous tapestry. Yeah, the Book of Revelations is the one where I'm like, I'm going to call you the outlier when it comes to the Bible. And then obviously yet another depiction of the end times. So if generally post-apocalyptic stuff. Oh yeah, no, I mean, they really took some time to find appropriate tapestries and just give it a texture that feels right. And yeah, I've actually played about 4 hours of Bannerlord. I really dig it. It's a fun game. Like I said, I was just kind of finishing this one up before I switch over to Bannerlord. I tend to be a little thematic when I play, like light RPG. So like if I play a Nord character, I got to make sure they're like named Hardrada or something. And like if I'm doing a Welsh character, I tend to play with Welsh factions. So when it comes to Bannerlord, you know, I try and pick a culture and stick to it. So we'll see. Why do all these doors open? We're like been suspicious of opening doors, because I suddenly felt suspicious of that giant door. Sure. What happens when I click this? It's locked. Okay, well then why'd you give me the A button? Is it just so... Oh my goodness. Game, seriously. Like, I know you're linear, but like, you couldn't... It's a really bad game design choice. It's okay. They're a AA studio, not a AAA. That's one of those AA choices. It's just that's the laziest way of handling that possible. Lovely library, though.
Oh,
yeah, church's repository of knowledge at the time. That's what people forget about. Yeah, sure, they may have persecuted Galileo, but Galileo also wrote an entire book where he was sort of an asshole the entire time. So, you know, I'm not saying Galileo had it coming, but Galileo was not the innocent victim in this one the whole time either. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's a lot of books. If you've ever seen them in certain old colleges, you'll actually see the books still have chains on them, or they would keep them attached to the walls. Hey, really old wheelbarrow.
Yes, there are roses. I'm on the right track.
Smell a book burning coming up? I really hope this game doesn't have the Inquisition doing a book burning. Like, that is not... I honestly think that's probably exactly what we're about to see, though. I actually agree with you. That seems like the kind of thing they're going for right here.
No rats.
In general, this is a game that seems to be going religion bad, and then not really having a deeper conversation, which is fairly standard trope. I mean, when you start off with a witch burning, there's not a lot of other places to go. You get a hat on. No, you don't. Sorry. Shh. Let's see what else we got here. Ain't no books in this bibliothèque. Ooh, illuminated manuscript. Let's see what we got here. Yep. I always love illuminated manuscripts. That's the real treasure of the 1300s. I mean, we know so much from these pages like this. These monks would toil for hours writing and making these things. There's a lot of speculation that even something like the Book of Kells, they would have something like magnifying glasses that they would use to help kind of make them look, you know, get the real details in there. Here, or am I going with you? You, right over there. Looks like, so I can go up to that next ledge. Why am I having another driving sequence? Come on. Yeah, I definitely am trying to mix it up on that. Everybody that plays Total War is currently playing Bannerlord, because, surprise, everybody that plays Total War also tends to like Bannerlord, because it's the same concept except live action. I really like the chaos of it more than anything else. I was commenting with another guy about that as I was watching his channel, that there's something about the way that the world itself, the battles play out, where you put it forward a plan and then it tends to fall apart rather quickly, that it feels rather accurate, and I really dig on it. Most of the games I play are like this, or I played the Assassin's Creed games, obviously. The other one I really like right now is The Hunter, Call of the Wild. I am a sucker for naturalists in games, and anytime you give me a really pretty world, that's right, just sniped him. Didn't even see that coming, disappear into the darkness. Didn't even know who that was. Could have been a nice guy. Now he's a dead guy. Yeah, it's a... Ooh, that guy's coming. It's alright. Hey, man. Hey, you... Guess what? Surprise. And... Take it off. Take it off. Take it off slowly. That's right. Do a little dance for me, maybe. Oop, shit. That was my fault. That was legitimately... Aw, come on, game. Sometimes there are checkpoints in this game. Like, seriously, you're gonna make me move all that crap all over again. Just like go down through right here. The bottom door, maybe. Nope. Whatever. LARPing. It is a lot of LARPing. It really wants you to stealth so badly. Yeah, Lionheart has been moving away from it for a while. Pixelated Apollo, it seems like he's about fed up with Total War right now. Which, you know, if you cover something for years at a time, I totally understand why. That's why I try and just... every time I make a video, I tend to alternate back and forth between doing a noob's guide and historical, or a noob's guide and something else, you know. Mix up the comedy with something, a little, you know, something else. I'm not just covering Total War the whole time, because frankly, you know, they may not be continuing to make stuff all the time. You know, I know that there's going to be a huge delay until the next thing comes out, so got to find something else to do. Only so many times you can play the same campaigns. And honestly, there's something about Total War campaigns. They're just not terribly fun to stream. There's not a lot of randomization to it, you know? Like this, you know, I'm reacting to stuff going around me. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at. But I mean, once you really get the strategy going on in Total War, it's just talking about what you're going to build next, I suppose. Hold on. I got to concentrate to sneak past this guy. This is not my default state to learn how to sneak. It's a door. It's a door. Nope, that's not a door. Okay. Got this. Rat pile over here. I'm gonna go the other way. Good. Keep going. We got this. Stealth. Success! I can't believe I stealthed all the way across that. Yeah, I actually want to make a Bannerlord video kind of talking about the historic cultures, inspiring each one of them right there. I mean, it's fairly obvious for the most part, but, you know, I think that a lot of people don't realize that even games like that, you know, do have a lot of inspiration behind them.
The book. Another brilliant idea from the Alchemist. Something shady about those guys.
But you know, so many people are covering it right now that it's sort of
Can't go anymore. The things they're doing there.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Sam, check the history. Should be a 1.5 hour video.
Go on, get out of there. Go.
Oh, he's asking if I played it previously. Yeah, I played it previously. Okay, that's not what I thought that was doing. You get your scurrying little backsides back. Okay, why does it want me to do that? That feels really specific. Just unleash the rats so that they can go kill people is the idea? Hey, yo. Yep, that's the plan. Hey man, guess what? Come attack me. Watch what happens. Boop. Oh man, that is brutal. It's just a brutal way of killing 2 people in this game. Oh man. That should not be allowed. Cut between them. This girl is just stone cold, man.
Stuff. Will it end up covering everything?
Yeah. It probably will in this game. That is so nasty. Rome Toup's a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to tell you something I like turtles that I'm not sure I'm supposed to be telling you or not, so shush shush. There's supposed to be a Warhammer weekend coming up. Or at least I'm not sure if it's Total War or a Warhammer weekend coming up, either this coming up weekend or the next weekend. There's supposed to be a sale of some kind. I'm not sure if it's just Warhammer or if it's all Total War titles, but if you want to hold off on that one, you might find they're on sale coming up pretty soon.
How on earth did the rats do that? Imagine the force you need to get through that thickness.
I can imagine what it will do to your arm.
The hole's no use anymore. They've blocked it up, can't you see? They know exactly what they're doing, little bastards.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Rats are definitely little salty buggers. I'll give you that one. You don't want to mess with them.
Did you hear something?
No, you don't want to mess with also one chick with a sling, because she will mess you up too. It's a real danger here. Especially in Games Workshop's the issue. It's Creative Assembly on that one, but I believe they're having one. I know they were talking about it. I'm not sure when that stuff's coming up. So if you want to get a copy, you might hold off a little bit. When you get Rome 2, Rome 2 is one of those really weird titles. I actually really prefer Attila over Rome 2 personally, but to each their own, as they say. Attila, Rome 2 ended up getting a lot of really nice DLCs, so they ended up making it very, very playable. Okay. Okay, a lot of guys right over there. Give me a second. Alright, I got this. I got this. Did not expect that. Okay. Forces enemies ahead to remove the helmet. Oh, doors. There we go. So many rats. God, there's so many rats. Like, I'm not even afraid of rats, and there's so many rats. Yeah, you can't. Oh, what in the world? Nope. Nope. That did not work. Let the rats in the room with the dudes.
How on earth did the rats do that? Imagine the force you need to get through that thickness.
I can imagine what it will do to your arm.
The hole's no... I thought I heard
Let the
something.
rats
I'll
in
be
the
right
room
back.
with the
Don't
dude.
take any risks.
I'm glad you enjoyed them, man. They're this funny little thing I stumbled onto because I was looking for... Noob's guides are a very, very weird creation. Basically, I was trying to find a way of covering Warhammer content, but I kept finding that everybody else was already making better videos about strategy or lore, like, you know, Book of Sotex. So I was like, well, let's make fart jokes. I can do that. So, now that there's a gap right there, and you're there. Oh. So let him go back in the room with the dudes.
I can't get past. I have to get the rats out of the room.
Yeah, okay, I get that, right? So, and then I'm gonna try and find a way to get them over there. So I guess it's a matter of like cracked rats. So if I smack him with that,
What was that? Let's check it out.
that was not what I was going for. Here, try that again. Yep, no, that failed. Throw a bile bomb at the dude. See, I tried to right there and ended up smacking the door right in front of me. That was just bad on my part, frankly. So
Did the rats do that? Imagine the force you need to get through that thickness.
I can imagine what it will do to your arm.
The hole's no use anymore.
yeah, Warhammer is a fun little game. It's got a lot of.
Something moved, I think.
Getting ahead of myself. The Spartan DLC is probably the Wrath of Sparta DLC is one of the less good ones, as people like to say. The last ones they made, like Empire Divided, were pretty good, and I like Caesar and Gaul. That one's fine. It's good for 1 or 2 campaigns. But Empire Divided was the last one that, you know, really kind of did something. Rise of the Republic's fine as well. Gives you something a little different to do. If you're looking for that sort of thing, they're little mini campaigns once you finish the main one there. All right. I think I don't even have to go back in there now. I can just. Okay. Alright, so you know what?
I get you in the end.
My goodness. Ugh. Come on, man. That was exactly what I was supposed to do. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this my way. I don't think I have to kill anybody. I think what I can do is find where the stupid explosive one was.
I can imagine what it will do to
Rats.
our
Yeah, let's try that, because the attracting them in the room isn't working for me. Sometimes the non-violent approach is the correct one. Think for those guys. Walk off now. Get to the stupid university. And I'm gonna call it a night, I think. This is starting to get frustrating. Alright, turn it to the right. And then all the rats are like, yeah, no, I get it. We're totally good, bro. You know, I'm actually interested in eventually playing CK3, but I find them to be sort of menu simulators as opposed to actual simulations or strategy.
Someone's looking for trouble, eh?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? This is the least efficient way of doing this imaginable, but what are you gonna do? Oh, shit, it's one of those guys. Come on! This is getting me annoying now.
How on earth did the rats do that?
You have to have more Warhammer 1 to also play Mortal Empires. It's all based on Warhammer 1 factions, not Warhammer 2 factions. Yeah, I can do it. Just come on. Turn the stupid light. Get the guys. Get a thingamadoo. Say, alright, hey, where are you guys at? Oh, you're right there just like you've always been. Hit you with the do. You're gonna go get killed. Awesome. When I come back over here, guess what? There's still rats. Right? So they didn't all go... Oh, wait. Okay, that is not what I expected to do right there, but that's cool that... And how did you not die? Maybe point the light so the rats get them as they come in the room. Yeah, that's what Mortal Empires does. It just combines the maps off the first one with the second one right there. It's not intuitive. That's one of the things that Games Workshop didn't do too well, frankly. Or it's not Games Workshop. If someone didn't make it super obvious, is that's how that works. Think again. Go over there, guys. Right. Okay. All right. Get the light. Point the light so... Right. Okay. And what I heard was make some noise right over there. Nope. Nope. Okay. Got this.
I can't get past. I have to get the rats out of the room.
Yeah, you have to get the rats out of the room. I'm freaking out where you have to get the rats out of the room. If I turn it this way, the rats are like, we don't care, right? And if I hit you with this stupid ass thing, can I just chunk one of these without like making it so stinking obvious every time? Let's do that. Just bloop. Alright, and look at that. Now you got hit by that. Okay? So you should have a bunch of rats that suddenly want to murder you.
Where are you? Think I'm stupid? Well, that's what happens when you...
Alright. Is that going to be enough to get you guys over there? Yep, good. Look at that. Okay. But for like half a second, there should be no rats. Are there still rats? No. Okay, apparently they said he killed both of them. So, okay, they had to eat both of them is what had to happen right there. Okay, that was amazingly specific. They just needed more meat. That was my fault. Okay, I got this. I love the architecture, though. Reminds me of Mont Saint-Michel in Normandy. That same kind of, like, really heavy limestone stuff all over the place. Come on. A lot of tools, got everything. We're getting geared up, so clearly we're about to go get in a fight somewhere. Pouch, pocket, reloading time. Yeah, reload time, please. That keeps coming up where I need to smack people in the face. I know, right? I'm so stinking excited to have made it past those stupid guys. Hey, look, we got a cutscene. It's exciting. Ooh, he didn't end well. Yeah, everyone's assuming that when Warhammer 3 comes out, they're going to get a Chaos rework, and that's really going to help them out. Like, they've already gotten one with Norska, but they frankly need another. I'm sorry, what are they doing? Are they draining blood out of a corpse?
Still no news of our young Hugo de Rune.
Lord Nicholas continues his search.
In which case, the only thing that can help us find the book is the son of a smith.
It's not that girl's brother, I guess? Is that Arthur?
That door with your father. Now, you'll open it for us.
We were asked to build that door precisely to keep out scum like you.
I am the Grand Inquisitor Vitalis Benevent. You have no idea how I have suffered.
Its mouth, like, slightly out of sync.
What I endure for you. Quick. There be sanguine. What is your name, boy?
Roderick.
I do not wish for Roderick to expire before he has opened this door. Do not commit the same mistake you made with his father.
Yeah, I feel like one good sling right to the face of that guy would have solved a lot of problems. Right here, she has popped up, let one rip. Episanguis, greater blood? I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely something like that. Like the center blood or the whatever blood. There's something going on with that. I mean, clearly that guy seems to have the same disease as your brother does, and so he's wanting your brother's blood to...
Roderick, looks like we both have problems.
Yep, we both have problems.
How long can the Episanguis contain the bite?
Oh, so he got bit, and now he needs Episanguis to... Okay, yeah, no, I was right. They think the kid's blood can somehow fight it all back. Oh, hello. Stay in the shadows and go around the edges like that. Look at that. Sneaky, sneaky. Buddy, guess what? Dead. You're dead to me. Understand? Guess what?
What's that? Guards! There you
Shit,
are!
that was about half a second there. That's okay. Ugh, you know what? I'm just gonna start sniping people. You're always trying to be stealthy. That was my fault. Never trying to be stealthy in a game. Never works out for me. Stealth archer playthroughs, all that. Let those guys go through the door. That's one.
I think it was. Don't.
This is two. Now you're both dead. And that was way easier than stealth.
Roderick,
I don't know why everybody doesn't solve their
looks
problems
like
that
we
way.
both have problems.
Probably because it's murder. That's the actual reason why that you not solve your problems that way. But you know, man, they really sucking some blood out of you, pal. I wonder why made your blood so special. By the way, well, was gonna say donate blood right now because they're having massive blood shortages, but that's sort of the problem, isn't it? You have to go to hospitals and stuff to donate the blood. Plague's quarantine. I've been given blood since I was in high school. It is really, really useful stuff. But in situations like this, sometimes the best thing you can do is to not do anything, which is sort of contradictory.
Vitalis can complete the conjuration.
Okay.
Then we'll be saved from the plague. Adignam.
Ad Lucem.
Well, fine, sure. Next stream we need to be stealthy. Stealthy. Super, super stealthy.
Making the heretics talk. You're pretending to be tough now, but believe me, you'll blubber like the rest of
Thankfully, stealthy seems to be just walking by them as we go by the pews in the church here. I can do this kind of stealth. Low-level stealth. Okay.
So, recognize it? Remind you of your dad.
Don't you talk about my father.
Oh, really?
Just pretend to be Paul. Super, super stealthy. So if it was you, Paul, I need to use magic all the time. You need to, like, summon a fireball and burn their backsides and turn them all into, like, pandas or something.
Get to work.
All that music, though.
Heavy armor. Oh, there has to be a way.
That mosaic took us weeks.
We don't give a shit about your mosaic. Open the bloody
Buddy,
door.
guess what?
Or you'll end up like your old
Chandelier. Did it land on the middle of him right there?
For 2 days.
He actually landed around him. I'm not entirely sure why that killed him.
But thank you.
We need to leave. The other guards must have had that.
Oh, hello.
What's that
Okay,
door?
this may have been a bad plan because everything's on fire now.
And do you know how to open it? Because that would be a real help.
Hey, you there! Guard!
It would help us a lot.
It'll take a bit of time.
Carry on. I'll keep them back.
Will we? Well, if you're gonna say keep them back, then you need to give me that little warning about like a second or two before someone runs up on me, if that's what you want me to do, game. I'm fine doing that. Or knows I'm fine doing that, but you gotta tell me that's what you want. Also, I need some stones. Let's ammo up.
Wanting to do this for 2 days.
You know, this is my kind of gameplay. You know, just smack some people and kill them with rocks. Yeah, I got that.
We need to leave.
But you
The other
gotta
guards
tell me
must
that's
have
what you
had that.
want.
What's that door?
A special order. My father's masterpiece.
And do you know how to open it?
I know,
Because
right?
that
Great
would be
job
a
keeping
real
them
help.
back. It's like, come on. Here's the one thing I'm good at, and then I let him come right through the door. Hey, bud, guess what?
Carry on. I'll keep them back.
Not gonna happen. You too? Huh? Wait. Auto target, you piece of crap game. Like, what the hell? If I press the button and you don't throw, then it's not on me at that point. Come on. Why is it not magneting like it's supposed to? Oh my god. I'm tired. I need to finish this level. That's what I just discovered. This is not working for me. Alright, you. Open door. Also, nice woodwork. I'm super impressed. I want to make sure to have said that to you. Okay, hello. Why are there two of you this time? With heavy shields. This is new. What in the hell? How am I supposed to fight? You two idiots. What? Is this a bug? Like, what in the hell? Like, there's no rats or anything. Okay, did anybody else just like see that? It's like that wasn't even. I have no idea how you're supposed to fight them without the rats if they have the shields. That's just that's a whole nother level of what the hell. Okay, great job stomping that guy's head in. Nice job, pal. Now how about you open the door and then we can get through this stinking sequence already. Let's play around the rosy. Yeah, like is it on a timer or something?
And do you know how to open it? Because that would be a real help.
Hey, you there! Guard!
It would help us a lot.
It'll take a bit of time.
Alright, that's one. Okay, I got that one. Okay, two. Alright, what else we got? Come on.
And it looks like a fire has broken out.
Almost there.
Okay, got a flash. That means another guy's coming. Okay, three. How many
That's
more?
it. Hurry up.
Okay, that's it. Hurry up.
They won't let us go.
Well, previously when I tried, you're supposed to hit him in the head and the helmet with the acid, so you can't even target the helmet. So, I'm guessing not.
Do you know where we're going?
I tried it earlier and just splashed on the shield and didn't count.
One dead end and we're finished.
Is this a run?
We need to hide.
No, we need to slow them down.
Okay, this is a crazy series of chambers. You're just gonna shut that door for me? Thanks, pal. I'm just gonna keep on going without you.
Will that do it?
It'll have to.
Right. We're in the basement. It's a start. Roderick, I need the book.
What on earth is so special about this bloody book?
It could save my little brother. Please.
I don't know where it is. The only thing I know is that they tortured my father to death for it.
Yeah, that probably means you do know where it is. The place that they were trying to get into is where it would be, so take me there.
Just you wait and see.
This is a really long and complicated escape route, by the way. Like, I expected like some rough hewn stuff, but I mean, if you get light coming in from the... Oh, is this underground? What is this? Like, there's even a hole in the ceiling. This is the worst concealed secret chamber I've ever... All they have to do is drop down right there and they'd totally be in this place.
Has to be here.
Oh my god, it's a puzzle.
It has a red cover.
Are you really going to make me solve a puzzle to find this stupid book right here? I should have expected that.
That must be it. I'll have to climb up.
Okay. Yep, gotta climb up. I feel like I should have seen this coming, that there was going to be a puzzle. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. Okay, that won't buzz. And apparently you're just going to stand there and be useless, so thanks for that, pal.
Could you help me with this?
What does this do? Yep, that should lift that thing. Yep, there it goes.
The shelves form a path.
That's your route to
I
the
know,
book.
right? Like, why didn't you shut the door the first time? Okay, and you can... Nope.
Maybe I spoke too soon. I need to act as a counterbalance. I'll stay over here. Tell me which lever you want me to pull.
All right.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
You said you'd act as a counterbalance.
I did. It gave way.
Right. We'll have to be very careful.
Okay. Come on, you got this. Alright, come on. Come on. We're gonna slowly drag this thing. I realize you are a 14-year-old girl, and it is hard to do this, but you got this. Come on, game. Help me out here. There we go. We're gonna push forward. This is something I really wish had been slightly less realistic, frankly. Come on. And you got it. Good job. Man, that was really tough, and I like that dude was just supervising the whole time. You can tell he's been at this a while.
That where it is.
Yeah, the makings of an excellent mid-level manager. Just gonna stand there and tell me what to do and not offer any actual useful help. Good job, pal.
By the way, my name's Amicia, and you're Roderick, right?
You know a lot of stuff, Amicia.
Who hired you to do the door?
Monks of a sort. They didn't talk much. My father designed it. He was the master. I was just the apprentice.
Monks of a sort. Watching over the Sanguinis Itinera. Come on, move!
Hey, don't injure yourself. Do you want me to?
No, my brother. I owe him this. For all the times I wasn't there for him.
Yeah? Well, you'll have a hard time bringing the book back with a broken arm.
Yeah, no, maybe you let that dude help out a little. Just saying, you know, he is offering, so perhaps there's a reason. Okay, where is this wanting to go? I don't know, you know, I'm just pushing something for no apparent reason. So I want to get up there.
It's too
And
quiet. Where did the soldiers go?
a cigar. Okay. My guess is one of these needs to be lifted now. Probably that one.
Go on.
Fine for me?
Yep. you want to help with that? So...
Well, if that ain't love, I don't know what is.
Right, let's get this over with.
Okay. And...
Hold on.
Right away.
Right, so that lets it go across.
Come on,
And
we're going.
Coming.
you can do this one now, which should do something. Go ahead and crank it, guy. Crank it.
Wait, now!
All right.
Yep, that should have it. Come on. Missed something over here, so I'm walking back over. Something on the shelf. There it is. Oh, it's just alcohol. Which, I mean, considering the circumstances, probably wouldn't be the one to have on you. Should be able to walk all the way around. Drop it.
Yeah.
Oh. Myself up. Keep going around.
That's it. Nearly there.
Let's go. We've been here too long.
Okay, and here's the book.
Got it. I can barely believe it.
You got
better
your
believe it and
family's
get back
seal
quickly.
on the front of the
They'll be
tree,
here any second.
which I assume cannot be coincidental. Hey, look, if they're not here any second, they are here. This is not going to end well for Roderick.
You, Amicia de Rune. We have been watching your family for quite some time now, waiting for the macula in your brother's blood to finish its slumber.
Mm-hmm. That's not creepy sounding
could
at all.
say,
Watching a little boy.
I have watched you grow up.
That's right, get that sling ready.
We have no chance.
You can sling him in the
Little
face.
idiot. What do you expect to do with that book?
Save my brother.
With your brother and that book, I can save the
That's
world,
enough.
Amicia.
Come on, this way.
Guards!
I love that this guy knows where all the doors are. He just, whoop,
No
door.
one can escape their own blood.
You seem to know each other well.
He destroyed my life.
I know what that's like. Ready? It's gonna be hell out there.
Ready as I'll ever be.
If it's going to be hell, then we should get ready to run.
Let's get out of these corridors quick.
Couldn't agree more.
Let's go and find the others.
Where the hell are they?
We've certainly stirred them up.
Quiet. I can't risk losing this book.
Come on. Get out of this stupid place.
How did it get so bad so quick?
Heavy armor. We're stuck.
He's looking the other way. I can take him.
You sure?
It'll be my pleasure.
He's a freaking blacksmith. That's what a blacksmith does. He can literally just go up and knock the snot out of him, I suspect. What's this? Good lord. Oh, that is just...
You do that a lot.
No, but I'm starting to like it.
Wow, that's not creepy sounding like a social. Freaking serial killer.
I'll go and see how they're doing.
Game's turning everyone into serial killers. That's what I'm taking from it.
But he was
They'll get a taste for blood, and now they're gonna murder everyone in their path.
Huh? Well, well. What do we have here? What's going on?
He's still over there somewhere? No. Good.
I don't. Hey, wake up! Somebody, search the
Yeah, if you get him, I can sling him. Okay. Apparently.
Search everywhere. This way, men. Keep searching. Keep your eyes open.
But, you know, feel free to do something useful. No? Nope. Okay, that's cool. We'll just keep running. Let's just keep running. Let's see how far we can go. Just running idea. I like it. I like it. It's solid.
Tell me it leads outside.
No, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna keep running, and you walk really slowly, because that's apparently how this game is built. And I'm just gonna keep running, and apparently I'm gonna get away from you.
Fire.
And I love that.
Did we?
Fire is spreading. Is the Grand Inquisitor still inside?
How do I know? Go and see, and give the order to evacuate.
This is good. We should make the most of it.
Fucking rats. That's all I need.
Hey, buddy. Got bad news for you right now. I'm just gonna be honest. You're not gonna like.
Question me. I saw the alchemists making some stuff they call the extinguish. It puts flames out. I was going to save it for later, but
Was an extinguisher. Okay, well apparently I didn't my thing. So yeah, I'll take that. Watch this. You can now craft extinguishes. Giving me a heck of a toolkit here. Extinguishes. Hey, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate the tip as well. Thanks. Yeah, this is one of these games I definitely wanted to come back and finish. So I'm glad to get the chance to go ahead and do that. And thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. I just enabled that stuff today because, you know, like most people, I'm kind of hanging out right now at the house and finally got around to doing all that. All right, extinguishes. Not the thing I wanted to hit. Can't. Nope. It's alright. Please, I got this. Watch this. I'm gonna Odorous him. These names are killing me, though. And guess what? Odorous. Oh my god, did I really just... Oh, I just whiffed both. I deserve to die. Just do the thing. That was just bad. When you whiff both throws, it's on me. That was just embarrassing. Sometimes the gameplay mistakes you make are just so obscene that it's embarrassing for everyone involved. Okay, so let's try that again, except now. And wait, does he have a torch in his hand? No, let's do that. Save some stuff. Okay, I thought I just targeted the torch a second ago. Nope. Okay, that's fine.
Amicia, his torch.
Nothing.
Nope. Okay. Whiffed. Oh my goodness. So yeah, they're gonna make me use the thing again. Is what's happening. Like, and if you hit him with the odor thing, it does not actually do what you think it would. So I think I have to hit, yeah, okay, so you have to use the extinguish on the torch he has in his hand. So that's a new thing I haven't encountered, which is why I screwed that up about 14 times. But it makes sense. I mean, it's logical, so I can't fault them.
Let's straight for the fire.
It's the only way.
Yep, extinguish his torch. You guys are a little behind me. I think it's the longer the chats go, the further this thing gets behind.
You're on fire! You're on fire! Huh? No!
You're on fire! You're on fire! Oh man, was I? Dude. Whoa. Jeez. Like, how do you not notice you're on fire, pal? Man.
I've had it. It's like hell in there.
We're supposed to have reinforcements.
Grab a pot.
What the hell are they doing?
Two guards. We need to get one of them out of the way.
I heard something. Be right back.
Don't be caught off guard.
Target you? Like...
Nothing here.
Excellent.
Guys to get past.
Wait. What's that?
Amicia, the helmets.
Look out.
Helmets.
There's
Yep.
someone here.
Helmets are kind of hard to get to, frankly. Oh my goodness. What's my favorite faction? Total War Warhammer 2. I generally enjoy playing the Empire when I do play. I get a kick out of them. I like that varied style they have. It's like game, like if you're just gonna make me Ah, okay. No, wait. I see what's supposed to happen now. Right. Yeah, no, I got it. So you get a pot.
I thought
And
I'd had it.
go a pot over there. And you follow it up with an extinguish when the guy gets over there.
No mucking about.
Odor these guys. Like I'm targeting and it's going past. The aiming system is killing me. Empire is really based around just like diversity in a weird sort of way. Like you wouldn't think that's their thing, but it totally is. They're just finding new and exciting ways to mess stuff up. So there's no real wrong way to play them. There's a magic version. There's a... Okay. Alright, now when you guys get close this time, I'm going to hit you with some rat juice. So, let's be ready for that. Good, that's one of you. Now, with any luck, I can rat juice the other one. Nope, not going to let me do that. This game is rather specific about exactly what it wants you to do. And helmet means they're going to smack you in the head. Yeah, like that was not... Yeah, Bretonia is also another really fun one. Any of the ones that have come with the expansions are quite good. Like the DLC has been really high quality for Warhammer 2. I tend to enjoy certain characters as opposed to certain factions. You know, because even within the Empire, they're not exactly all created equally. In general, I can tell you I don't like the Tomb Kings. I find their playstyle be a bit odd, just because it's just giant constructs and hundreds of useless units. Yeah, sometimes better off tossing. I'm noticing that too. I just forget that it's a separate button. Come on. Run, run, run. Chase this guy. Come on. You got it. Go, go, go.
Look! It's burning behind here. Stay out of the way!
What are you doing?
Opening it!
Roderick! Are you alright?
Run! We're nearly there! To the left!
Yeah. Fate Stealing Gunpowder is the greatest way in the world to play the Empire. The number of gunners you can put down with cannons and cannonades and all that, you can make some serious artillery lines. Yeah, I'd probably feel bad about feeling that burning down a church too. That does kind of suck, legitimately. Finally. That is going to be our stopping point for the night, ladies and gentlemen. After we have successfully escaped a burning fire, found the cure for the book, and there's only so much left to do. But it's okay, because frankly, that is going to be the stopping point for the evening for me. So thank you so much for everybody that turned in tonight, and thank you especially for the guys that popped in and donated to the channel. I really appreciate that, folks. Streaming's sort of weird, and it's really new for me, I'll admit, because I was really surprised to find you don't make any money off these videos. It's all based on donations and tips, so it's really cool that you guys are hopping in and doing that. So it's really gratifying to me that you guys are enjoying it, and hopefully you learned a little something and were entertained on a Friday night, which everyone was stuck inside with me on. But it gives you something else to do, and hopefully you have some time with it. So I'll come back in and probably stream a little Bannerlord next time if I had to guess. And yeah, it was 4 chapters, so we went from 6 to 11, so whole 4 through right there. I'll probably do Bannerlord next, and I'll come back and finish this one out sometime this week. But thanks for tuning in, and have a great night out there, guys.